Big man.
of space madness.
Gangsta Boogie.
I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
Show you.
put our living stereo stylus in this groove. For man is not content unless he's pressing himself to the limits of his knowledge or beyond. Beyond. Limit.
Hello and good evening everybody, welcome back for some Civ6 action. Tonight, let's go going against La Tribu de Fana. We do have them going through the pick and ban phase, and it does seem like we do have them already banning two maps, 7 Seas and Tilted Axis. Welcome everybody, and I do want to say also thank you so much Leech for the raid, much appreciated sir. Bienvenue a tout la bond, and I do hope you're gonna have quite a bit of fun with me tonight, watching the players duke it out. I also want to thank Painter Q, much appreciated sir. Everything is good, sir. Everything is good.
painter retained his knighthood for 21 months. Hope everyone is good.
Rafifi, bonsoir monsieur et bienvenue. Also, I did see Roberto Gabriolo. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Armada Siracusa. Hello there, sir. Good evening, good evening. Hello, sir, also. Thank you so much, sir, for picking up the first promotion, and welcome. Good evening. We do have another few maps being banned. It looks like Primordial, Pangea, Standard, Ridges, and Lakes are going to be banned. Inland Sea is going to be the map that's going to be chosen. Oh, no. You know what? Okay, they made a misclick. Misclick. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It was misclick. Rich Highlands is going to be the map. We're looking forward to quite a long game tonight. Ooh, after yesterday that we did have like what 9 hours of 2 games in a row. Well, let's see what's gonna happen today on the Rich Highlands map. Also, Daniel Dingo, good enough on my head. Bienvenue, or I should say, willkommen. We do have them starting through the ban phase, and it does seem like we do have 5 choices on the left side with 5 choices on the right side for the first phase. As we know, Rich Highlands is quite a big map. Big map. It will mean that a lot of civilizations are going to be picked just for the seeming abilities, not really for their amazing damage dealing, especially at the beginning of the game. We do need to see how the players are going to try to also get a little bit of synergy between making a lot of gold and also, well, getting the sim done. We've seen it multiple times how this affects the game incredibly. Also, holy moly, yeah. Well, let's see. Trajan is going to be banned. Lescar is going to take it down. I do have to mention today a bit of problems with Discord. I'm not sure what's going on, but it does seem like the application does have a bit of problem. Like if I click on it, like, oh my god, it like, look at this. I cannot scroll. I actually click scroll and it takes like a few seconds for it to actually change. So actually talking about teams and so on and so forth, it's gonna be a bit hard because yeah, look at this, it's not happening. Anyway, we do have on one side on Lescara Ramanis with Chequi. I'm thinking that's Chiqui. That's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. Valeb and Virgil S. On the other side on La Tribu de Fana, Buricot, Fana, Pika, and Pompey. And I am so glad actually that we do have Fana playing because that's how I realized which one is which team. We do also need to come back to see what's going on over here in the ban phase. We do have Poland being taken out by Lescar. On the right side, Ethiopia and Mongolia, Genghis Khan are gonna be well, not available. They're gonna be kept at the door over there. No, not allowed. Slow down. Let's actually see what they're gonna do through and the next picks. As you can see, they did just take out Kupe. Well, I don't really expect that many naval civilizations to be banned here, and of course we've seen it multiple times that on the Rich Highlands map at least one on each team is going to be picked just for its gold. Well, I guess first of all the coastal spawn, and second of all, of course, harbor, easier to get the gold. Third of all, well, they do get those international trade routes that can change the game significantly, especially if you do manage to get one of those water bodies between 2 members or 3 members. It's insane. Like if one team makes 1,000 gold, the other team makes 150. You know, like it's a massive difference. We do also see Scotland is going to be one of the bands from Lescar, while Lotaro is going to be taken out by La Tribu de Fana. Well, they're starting to inch forward with the damage dealers. Well, let's actually see what they're going to go in the next phase. Okay, so 1 more choice on Lescar, 2 more choices on La Tribu de Fana. There still are so many simmers and so many of these powerful civilizations that the players can choose from, and I do have to say a lot of the times it's still ending up as a player preference rather than the actual power level of a civilization, which to be honest it's kind of fun. We will need to see how they're gonna also try to get a strategy going with a synergy between the civilizations. Maybe we're gonna see some more how to say, a taxi straight acquirement, maybe some gun gameplay over there, getting all of the bonuses of other religions around him from his allies, of course. Or maybe we're gonna see something a little bit niche, like we know a Sweden gameplay over here, and we don't know what's gonna happen. Yesterday we did have a beautiful culture victory coming up on the Primordial map, if I remember correctly. Very nice. We actually wow. Eleanor over there just simming ahead of everybody, keeping his science up exactly as he needed to, getting the units exactly as he needed to. It was just beautiful to actually watch. And we do have Kublai Khan Mongolia also being taken out by La Tribu de Fana. It seems like they really don't want Keshiks on the map. Wow, taking these 2 out, they really don't want Keshiks on the map. I do see also Gaul is gonna be picked up over here as the last ban from the first phase by Lescar. One more ban to go by La Tribu de Fana, and we're gonna have the tone of the game being set. That's gonna mean, well, a civilization is gonna be picked first. Then we're gonna see La Tribu de Fana needing to pick two. Usually they do try to actually counter, and of course Lescar gonna need to pick their fourth. Of course, a lot of the players are actually playing a little bit of chicken over here with the ban phase, so they are letting in those civilizations so they can pick them, right? So let's actually see if Lescar is going to manage to actually click on that correct civilization they really want into the game, and maybe deny it from their opponents. Now we do need to give them a few more seconds. Looks like 18 on the clock, 17 on the clock, to actually pick the last civilization on La Tribu de Fana. To be banned. To be banned. To be. Banned. Zulu. Zulu getting in. Yeah, I was just having fun with Zulu. Oh man, I gotta say, it's ending up almost every game Zulu's getting banned over here, either picked or banned. It's like they really picked, they're really playing chicken with him, right? Whoever gets him or whoever denies him. No, it is what it is. We do have Saladin Vizier coming up. I think this is Vizier, right? It is not the Sultan one. Let me double check. Where is the big boy? Here, yes, it is Vizier. So yeah, a lot of science with those madrasas. Let's actually see what he's gonna do during the game. We do have La Tribu de Fana that needs to counter this. One of the weaknesses of Saladin Vizier is of course the gold generation. That would mean Lescar are gonna be forced to pick one or two very big gold generators in the game. So yeah, there are a few options, but let's see exactly what they're gonna pick. Saladin made it. Yeah, also Saturday short night. No, long night. Oh my god. We need to get some, how to say, cocktails over here. England incoming for Lescar. Ooh, Babylon. Yeah, it might be England. It might be England over there for the goal pattern on Lescar. But I do see La Tribu de Fana is going to go for Babylon first. And let's actually see what they're going to go for the second one. So they already got a very big Seymour over here. Very big one. With Babylon getting his first building over there in the first district that he builds of a certain type. It's beautiful. Let's actually see what he's going to do. Of course, extra trade routes from the commercials. You get, what I should say, easy trade routes from the commercials. They're not really free. You just get them faster. Also, Philippe II is still here. Philippe is always a good choice. Philippe. That would be, of course, the Spanish leader, Philippe II. Is it gonna be Philippe II? Is it gonna be something else? Philippe II. There we go. Philip II just walks in, takes the prize. Let's actually see on the Lescar team what kind of gold generator they're gonna pick. Since they do need to actually choose their second civilization here, they know their opponents, what they went for. Babylon and Philip II. They have already Vizier. What is the next one? Is it gonna be damage dealer? Is it gonna be one of those culture makers? Is it gonna be gold generators? I would imagine gold generators. Like if you would ask me, I would imagine gold generators. And can you imagine if they're actually gonna go for something like Kanuni on this map, just getting those 30 plus trade routes, 40 trade routes, just walking around over there everywhere? Ooh, I can imagine that would be like Mano Raider heaven. I gotta say, Mano Raider heaven. But it looks like they took out Lotaro. They took out the fun part. What is this? Hashtag bring back Coco. Now we do have Lescars needing to get their civilization on the board. Only 3 seconds to go, and they're gonna pick Kree. Wow. Yeah, okay. Is this gonna be big gold generation? Because Kree last time didn't really do that well, right? Maybe it was a bad game. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a bad game. Yeah. Do you remember that a few days ago when we did have Kree losing his settler over there with an Ochitao actually right next to him? They never recovered after that. Then he lost another city to just horses from the north. Never recovered after that. He tried, he punched, he drilled, he pushed, he pulled, but he just couldn't do it. Unfortunate. We do have another few bans here. It looks like Cyrus Persia is going to be taken out by Lescar, and on the right side, Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen. We do need to see another one choice from each side, and from what I do see, La Tribu de Fana are going to have the second to last choice here. with well, the 27 seconds to go. It is 1 minute between the choices, though the players do have a bit of time, but to be honest, especially in those moments, the time flies extremely quickly. Yeah, we get to talk over here, but they're actually needing to actually, you know, think, bounce opinions, say, oh, we do need that, but not that, but this is happening, but this is not happening, and Montezuma is going to be taken out. Also, Congo with Saladin, if they're in close enough. Ooh, that synergy I haven't seen in some time, I gotta say. For Fana, Simon and Khmer, for Scars, Eleanor and Montezuma. Well, Montezuma did get banned over there. You need to get another one on the board. I do see Gran Colombia has been picked up, and it is on Fana team. It is on Fana team. Rafifi knows, man. Rafifi knows. He's like over there, back in his home, over there, looking at the Pokemons, looking at the everything. He's like, yeah, this is happening, man. This is it. Oh my God, Rafifi, did you send your Pokemon spies everywhere? This is incredible. Oh my God. Okay, let's cars. We'll need to get something on the board. And so you're saying Nader Shah instead of Montezuma? That could definitely be an option. +5. Good, very good trade routes over there. We've seen him actually doing very well, very good tempo. We do need to see if Lescar is gonna keep on going, getting the gold generation. Because I gotta say, Saladin is gonna be a gold gobbler. It's gonna be like a black hole over there. You get gold, and then at some point it's like, Saladin, hey, you know, I need some gold right now. How much do you need? All of it. You know? Whoa! Wait a second, I need to buy some time. No, my enemy is getting disbanded. Please give me gold. Oh no. Anyway, I do see Elizabeth the first is gonna be on the side of Lescar. So again, the gold generation is gonna be the choice here. We're gonna need to wait for the map generation to actually give us an idea if well they're gonna be close to each other to actually trade or not. We also do need to see the last pick here from Lescar that's going to finish their roster. They already have Saladin, Kree, and Elizabeth I. It kind of seems like they do need to go for some form of here of damage dealing. And Nader Shah got picked, got snatched. Rafifi, he's not going to end up on the other side, on La Tribu de Fana. He's going to get snatched. Did you... And Kanun is getting in. On the other side, oh my God, that's gonna be so much gold on La Tribu de Fana. They're gonna move, like imagine the gold just moving down the street. You just pass somebody and you hear like gling, 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 gling. That's the gold just rocking in their pockets over there. Gling, 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 gling. That is a bit of an issue. Whoa, wait. Eleanor France? I mean, she's cute, but Eleanor France? Whoa. The ship that could. Good evening, sir. Yeah, that's true. Why aren't they playing that much more Vietnam? To be honest, you're right. I would love to see some more Vietnam. I don't know. Again, it fell off a cliff. Then the players just didn't pick it anymore. It used to be one of the most picked or one of the more like top 15, top 16 picked civilizations. Now, not even ending up in the top 25 anymore. That is kind of weird. Now, who won the last game last night? Did we have a prediction on this? It was. Golden Age, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, we did have. Okay, completing the prediction right now, and I do see a pick has been picked. We do have Theodora being picked up by La Tribu de Fana on the right side. And I do, of course, we'll see that the full rosters are being revealed. Saladin Vizier with Kree, with Elizabeth I, and also Nader Shah on the left side on Lescar, while La Tribu de Fana is going to have Babylon, Philippe II with Gran Colombia, and Theodora Byzantium. Well, let's actually see when the players are gonna start choosing their civilizations. I do want to double check really quickly if I do have any 0MS. I hope not. No. Oh my God, Shaka is asleep. Chaka. Wait, is this how you spell Shaka in French? Or is this Chaka from Stargate? Well, which one is it? You had the wrong England? Oh wait, Tomeris did survive, yeah, but it never got in actually. Sleepy Chaka? Sleepy Chaka. Got it. Sleepy Chaka. But which Chaka it is? Is it Chaka? The big Chaka? Where is Chaka Stargate? You know Chaka? Oh my God, you don't know Chaka? This is Chaka. This is Chaka. Biggest leader of the Unas. Do you remember this? Oh my god, man. Some interesting episodes right there. Anyway, let's actually see what do we have. Pico going for Hammurabi, Wezolt on Poundmaker. Is this Chekui or something like that? Chui? Is this him? Wezolt? It might be. Fana still needs to pick something. I do see Virgil is gonna go for Saladin Vizier. Ooh. And he's on the last slot, doesn't care about the priority over here. He is ready to trade punches. You do have Hammurabi quite high up when it comes to this, and of course he's going to have quite a bit of the second priority when it comes to great people, or to the great wonders and so on. We do need to see what Burikot is going to pick from the other side, and I do have to say Team 2 is going to be La Tribu de Fana, or at least from what I do see, Team 1 is going to be Lescar. And I do want to also say hello to everybody on YouTube. Good evening, sunny day. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Let's see, what do we have here? Click on buttons. Click. Oh, I need to pop up my chats so I can do this before we actually get too further in. This is it. This is it. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna need to wait for another player to get in here. Get reconnected to the lobby. I think Aramanis is missing. He might have gone to actually fix a mod or something, because I do see there was a bit of a problem with his BBG. Or at least he didn't have BBG, I don't know. Did he disconnect before? Like after that? I see Valeb disconnected. No. Burikot is asking him so he can get the good BBG, and I think that's exactly what he did right here. Okay. Oh, did you see that we will have another, how do you call it? Another version of BBM, better balanced maps, in just a few days. And it seems like we're not going to have, or I should say there will be some terraforming on the mountains, and there might be not that much difference between the maps. We're going to need to actually take a look over there on the beta and see how the maps generate, so we can actually see if this is going to be good or not. Okay, Valeb is gonna go for Nader Shah. Burikot on Theodora. Aramani's. Wait a second, that's a double right here. The double trouble. We got two Naders. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know about that. That seems a bit OP. The double Nader. Yeah. Elizabeth I is going to be second to last, on played by Valeb. Pompey is going to go for Simon Bolivar. Now Fana is going to get Philip II, and I do have to say Virgil first did actually switch to Saladin Vizier from Nader Shah. Sendara Manitz is going to pick actually Nader Shah. Let me again double check the 0MS so we don't actually end up with any issues over here. Yeah, there we go. We're fine. We're good to go. Okay, there we go. The Sleepy Shaka. I was watching also the logos over here from the CivFR Squadrons. I do see two logos are missing, one from Arcane and one from Lescar. We're going to need to get them some logos. Yeah. Definitely we're going to need to get them some logos. Love it, by the way. La Grande Barrière de Fromage. Love it. Okay, we're loading into the first map. Let's actually put up the remap prediction over here. Startup prediction for how many remaps are we going to have? 0, 1, 2 as possible options and 10 minutes as a submission period. We do need to see if the map is going to be good for them. This is Rich Island, so I gotta say we don't see that many remaps. So most of the time, if we do see remaps, it's because of their lack of coastal trade routes, or they got one in between 3 of their opponents, and it's not a damage dealer. It's a kind of like, you know, like the Simmer, and so on and so forth. So definitely we're going to need to bounce around those spawns over here and see how they will get all of that going. What kind of neighborhood they're going to have, what kind of initial land, if they do have fresh water, if not, resources and so on. And I do have to ask chat, where are we going? Left or right? Are we going to start with Burikot on Theodora, or are we going to start with Aramanis or Nader Shah? Also, Rafifi was mentioning Scar. They just need to put the one from the Lion King. Wait a second. Which one? Which one? Which one from the Lion King? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, left or right? Right from the left? Kick. Okay, we go left. Let's actually take a look over here on Byzantium. Where is Byzantium? Theodora. This is Theodora? This is Theodora. Okay, never mind. Actually was really close to it. We do have him with a few to-dos around him. I'm pretty sure the 3-2-1 one tile is going to be amazing for the extra food. Could actually move one tile to the left side and get it going. And of course, he still would have quite a few other tutus to play with. He does have another settle towards the south with the banana to get that extra food generation going. Not to mention Giant Causeway. Giant Causeway plus Taxi Strait plus possibly Crusade. Well, this is gonna be quite a map. Does he have anybody to go against? Elizabeth I. Oh my god, he even has a target, boys. He even has a target. Yeah, Burikot over here is gonna be very happy. He gonna be like, woo, Burtarma. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the Tagmas. It's just Byzantium. He's gonna get knights, but it's still, he's gonna get all of those units towards his opponent. A coastal nation next to a very big damage dealer here. I also see he has Philip II to trade with in the southwest. That would mean they could actually share their religion, or, well, give the taxes straight to Theodora for his religion. While Burikot to the east side, direct east side, is gonna also have Saladin Vizier. Oh my god, man, the damage dealer in the perfect position. Let's see the other ones. So what do we have on Gran Colombia? Gran Colombia gonna be between Mashad and Philip II. He's gonna be, of course, the ally Philip II with the opponent over here, Nader Shah. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a conflict zone for some time. We do have him with the Cocos in the city and also an Amber tile, a 1-3-1 to give him that extra culture, while he does have quite a few goal points. While I do see in the north, he's gonna have the stone tile to settle. He definitely will have quite a few cities to go for the rivers. To the west side here, big Cocos heaven over here to the northwest side with 4 tiles that would actually get plantations and of course give him those extra goal points, not to mention the amenities to give to his allies. We do need to see, of course, how quick or how slow he's actually going to try to get an attack going against Persia. Both of them do have quite a bit of strength at the beginning, and of course Gran Colombia will have a free general. To the north, we do have also Miki Sivwachik, which is going to be another one of his opponents, so it does look like he can apply power against 2 nations if need be. We do also have Philip II here on the coast. He's going to get Madrid with a 2-2 base, with also 3 tens for a scout. We do have him with freshwater from the second settle on the western side on the wheat tile, while on the right side, he doesn't have the fresh water. Good thing is, this Gulf of Valencia is wide enough, or I should say tall enough, depending on how the perspective is, that he will get another city over here on the aluminium tile, and it can fit. It can fit with more food, and of course, the coffee tiles. He's gonna get that nice extra culture going. There are a few more cities that he can place on this coast, and as you can see over here, he doesn't have that much inland in the south. He's gonna only gonna have this city on the main style with with a freshwater placement, while by the looks of it, southwest, he either actually chooses to settle one of the diamond tiles and aqueducts it, and of course get another city on the lake, or just totally ignore this part of the territory. We do have him with river towards Bogota, towards the western side, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna need to share it because there's not that much space. Looking at Babylon here, we do have him northeast of Saladin Vizier. But I do see 1 tile chokes that are going to be separating him, and from what I do also notice, Babylon does have his amber tile and cocoa tile already in the borders of his capital city, with more amber towards the northeast to actually get going. We do definitely need to see what is he going to do. Did he just buy a Sabun Kipidum? He bought a unique unit over here. Oh, he just he spent the gold, man. He just threw it into the sub on Kipidum over here. He's also gonna get another one of these scouts in 2 turns, and from what I do notice, he's gonna have Nazca on the east side to actually take out as a city center. And while I don't really believe he has that much fresh water here, well, I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to settle some coastal so he can get those city counts up. We also do need to see if he's gonna have some form of a trade route possibility with anybody. Not really. I mean, sure, there's Cree on the east side. We do have England on the west side. None of them are his allies, so he's not gonna get to sim. He will probably gonna want to drop around this Persian Gulf to actually get as many cities as possible, and I'm pretty sure the southeast is also gonna get settled. Looking also on the other side, Elizabeth I here, that's gonna have so quick adjacency to Byzantium. Burikot, by the way, is this the time when Burikot starts to smile? Is this, you know, one of those times when you see a player very, very concentrated on the screen, and then at some point he's like seeing donuts, you know? Yeah, that kind of. Wait a second, is he just not wanting to discover that? He's not wanting to discover that? He's just fooling around with it? Okay, he's delaying the moment. He's like, man, I'm not ready for this. I don't want to see what's behind door number 1 over here. Give me a second. Let me actually go to the bathroom. You know how Eminem did in his movie? He was like, it is what it is. No, especially when you see Giant Causeway next to Theodora. He's like, yeah, boy. Let's actually come back over here on Elizabeth I. We do have him with a 2-3 deer tile, and from what I do see, he's also going to get the settle out in 3 turns. With the southeast giving him options to settle on the rivers, it doesn't look like the coast is going to give him that many options. He does have one to the north over there with a 2-1 base. Samarkand is a city state that he cannot actually take out with boats. A bit of a unfortunate thing. And from what I do notice, can get a connection on the eastern side, maybe even get to fight Babylon. We're going to need to see, well, can he get a connection to the eastern side? Not really, actually. Wait, he needs to take out Bologna if he wants to get the connection, right? Oh, excuse me. That's not going to work. It's too close. Look at this. All of these tiles are red. All of the connection tiles are red. He cannot do it. Well, Saladin Vizier on the south. And looks like Cairo is also going to have 2 deer tiles in the capital with some more of these citrus so he can get the food. Also fishes in the water. Now, while I do also notice he's going to have fresh water from lakes on the western side. By the looks of it, he's going to have some more inland seas with rivers going into them. Like this one on the east side with the Niter Settle. To the north, Banana City, of course, with some deer tiles and also on wine tile. This is a very good city that he's gonna get to place. Not to mention this one. Look at this. This is coffee heaven. This is banana heaven. Well, I guess a banana with wine over here. I mean, I don't know. Does it work? Chat. I'm gonna defer the judgment on banana plus wine to chat. Does it work? Let's actually put up a poll. Does banana plus wine work? Yes. Nay. Okay. Well, is it yay or nay? Yay or nay? Start up the poll, a quick poll over here to actually see, gauge the opinion of the chat. Cairo is gonna get his settler out, and I do see we're 10-10, so I do want to take a look really quickly on Cree so we can see if he has pastures and camps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Me likey 7, even with the deer tile to the northeast. Me likey. Banana flambe. Yeah, banana flambe. We do have him also with quite a few cities to settle south and west and north. He does have his Mickey Wap, so freshwater is not going to be that big of an issue for Mickey watching for Cree. And we're going to need to see how he's going to try to also get something done against Gran Colombia in the south. While Aramanis is quite close to Gran Colombia, we saw a little bit of his spawn earlier. And by the looks of it, he's also going to be a bit late with his settler. He's just getting it next turn. He does have his own deer tile to chop over there. More deers on the eastern side. And I do believe he's actually going to populate this river between him and Gran Colombia. And it's going to put him on the front line. I don't think he actually minds this. He already saw Gran Colombia around the Coco Heaven city. And right now he's probably drooling. Like these scout cats are just running around, just eating over there all of the cocoa in the forest. And like, we're going to need to see if they're actually going to get back home, because it looks like it's a bit too hot of a party over here. Juan J, good evening, sir. Everything works with enough wine. Oh, my childhood years are actually telling me totally different, Juan J. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Totally, everything works with wine. There is a reason I cannot drink wine anymore. Oh my god, man. There are quite a few stories from back when, back before, man. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, right now, actually, if I drink wine, I just get big headache. Big headache. It's like, it's champagne also. I cannot drink like more than this. Champagne is like, it's not good. Anything else works. Those two, nah. It is, I don't know, man. It is what it is. I guess the body just cannot handle them or doesn't want to handle them anymore. They reject. But yeah, maybe bananas. That might have been the thing, right? I didn't have bananas. That's the thing. Yeah. Oh, I just realized I clicked on one button and I didn't have my chats in order. And every time, for some reason, every time I actually want to switch a window, Windows wants to open up the desktop. For God's sakes, why? Why? It sounds like the most useless thing ever. Anyway, it is what it is. We're loading it to a new map. We already see one of the teams actually choosing to go for the remap. But I gotta say, I didn't actually catch who went for the remap. Does anybody remember? It was Tribu de Fana, or was it the other side? And actually, that reminds me. Let's actually put up the team labels on the screen here, so we don't have any kind of issues. We do have Fana Tribe on the left side. And on the right side, we're gonna have Lescar. That's how it is, right? Fana Tribe. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so big question for the future. Are we going left or are we going right, chat? Where are we going? Buricot on Theodora, or are we going Aramanis on Nader Shah? We going right? We going right. Let's see, Nader Shah. I mean, do we have some extra information again, Rafifi? What's going on the right side? Oh my god. Check this out. This is gonna be another one of those like big spawns over here. I mean, this usually happens, right? This usually happens. Let's see. Nader Shah, Ramanis. Doesn't seem like he's gonna have. Oh, 2, 3, 1. This is a wine tile. This is a wine tile. Okay, very, very nice. And also this time around, he's going to have quite a bit more fresh water than we've seen the last time. From what I do notice, definitely a good settle towards the north over there on the sheep tile, not to mention northeast, probably on the coast. He does have Philip II on the right side on the same coast, so I would imagine actually staying off the coast is going to be a prerequisite over there. Get it on the wheat, right? Buy everything else, and that's not going to be good. We do have Mount Sinai in the south to give him some extra faith pattern, and of course the era score. And we got Fortuna Belli joining us in chat. Hello there, sir, and good morning. We do also need to see the neighborhood here of Nader Shah. He does have Gran Colombia to the southwest. That's going to be one of his opponents. Again, they're actually quite close to each other. And from what I do notice, he does have a series that he could place into the, I would say, onto the front line over here against Bogota. Not that many. Definitely not the same amount of chops. Definitely not the same amount of chops. We're gonna see a lot more chops available for Gran Colombia than, especially like, look at this. This is like chop heaven over here. We got so many chops, so many bananas, so many. Oh, beautiful. Let's see what Mashar is gonna do during the game. While Poundmaker is gonna be the next one we're looking at. Let's actually see. Last time he had 7 pastures and camps in the capital. Let's actually see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pastures in the capital. Oh, I think this is gonna be a lot of gold. But do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I'm seeing? I think this is a bit of an issue, no? Or wait a second. Do you not see what I'm not seeing? Maybe. Also, what we don't see. Exactly what we don't see. It's in the opus. It's in the opus. No. Also, I was lurking for a few hours. Welcome, sir. Yeah, No fresh water, guys. No fresh water. Okay, sure, he has Mickey Wops. There are a lot of resources. He's gonna get extra yields on them, either faith or gold. But man, no fresh water. He's probably gonna need to go to the north over here. He does have one tile lakes, the river that he could actually fit 2 cities on, and possibly take on the city of Fez. We do need to see him actually racing quite a few non-freshwater cities here, so he can benefit from more cities basically, and try to get those districts down. Looking on the western side, we do have also Vilgirle S, which did actually settle on a geothermal fissure. I think he actually moved 110 to actually settle here, getting his 3-2 banana to give him the extra food, while I do see another banana city in the north over there. I'm actually quite curious how is he gonna try to place these out. He can place one here, and of course get in the middle some shenanigans going. Now we do have him with also southwest, some more fresh water, not to mention more of these bananas and sugar tiles for the extra food. While I do also notice he's gonna be relatively close to Elizabeth I. That's also an ally, so it does seem like Valeb over here and of course Arabia are just gonna be happily simming. Oh no, we do have Fana in the north, actually in between. Oh, and Constantinople. Okay, that's a problem. It doesn't look like he's gonna have that much simming to do. We do have 2 opponents that are gonna be very strong in the north, that both can actually converge on the city of Cairo over here, on any kind of cities that he's gonna have in the empire. And looking at Elizabeth I, we do have him with another scout coming up in 2 turns. He's gonna have a decent amount of 2-2s here, not to mention other tiles to actually grow into and improve, get the extra food from the fish tiles, while I do see he's gonna pop that hut on the western side. We have no idea what it was because he didn't tell us. Now we also do see in Freshwater City South, Freshwater City West, Northeast, at least 3 cities that he's gonna get. But wait a second, well, I guess he could get a 4th one here, but then what's gonna happen? He's gonna need to actually settle the freshwater lakes on the western side, and some in the northwest over there, and that's about it. Probably no freshwater cities afterwards, right? Next to the bananas, next to the mountains. I don't think he's actually gonna go for the south, but might go. Why not? Settle the tobacco over there and get some things going. Let's take a look at Hammurabi here. Where is he? Where is the big guy? Wait a second. Are we seeing a north versus south kind of map? This is a north versus south map, no? So we got Kree, Saladin, Elizabeth, Kree, Saladin, Elizabeth, and then Nader Shah. No. Yeah, Nader Shah. So Nader Shah is the odd one out, basically. He's the one in the north, and then Gran Colombia is gonna be over here. Okay, got it. Let's take a look at Babylon. What do we have? Babylon 131 die style from the beginning, has a Coco settle to the southwest, and more Coco tiles over here. Oh my god, again Coco heaven. 3 Coco tiles in just a single city, with more in the southeast. Decent amount of fresh water also from the fidget spinner lake in the north. I think that's how it's called, right? And we do have him also to the western side with another river that he could actually get his Palgoms to increase all of that food generation. Eastern side, there is a water body. I do see also Gran Colombia is going to be over here. This is going to be very good for them. They can set up coastal trade routes in the water and easily get that gold. I do see coastal cities with fresh water on both sides, and of course on each side, and then another one that will be non-fresh, for example the one next to the pigs over here, and of course with the cocoa. What's going on over there? Is that some pigs actually eating the cocoa, pooping out those truffles or something like that? Because look at this, man. Look at this. They're so close to each other anyway. And look at this. This one actually got fed and this one didn't get fed. You know, it is what it is, man. The map knows. The map knows. The pigs like the chocolate. We do have Philip II also to take a look at, with Madrid having a continent split on the right side. He's going to need to get that going. I do see he's going to have some deers in the capital, and 1 year 2-2, and more of these freshwater cities in the north with a geothermal settle, which will give him a +6 campus. He does have 2 geothermals next to 2 of these mountain tiles to actually fit the campus in between. And then another few coastal cities that he can also go for. We do need to wait and see if he does go for commercials or is he going for campuses here. Let's actually take a look at the tech side. Where is he? Oh, campuses. Wow, commercials, I mean. Or the harbors, that's what I mean. The 2 gold generators. He's going harbors. Astrology coming up in 3 turns. I would imagine he's not actually going to start off with holy sites. That's not really how Philip rolls, right? Looking at Gran Colombia. Also, we do have him with 2-to-1 dice style, so he can get that extra faith per turn. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get an early Pantheon with another dice style in the eastern side. Definitely a decent amount of fresh water in multiple cities here. The river in the south is a bit too close to where he actually settled Bogota, so he's not gonna settle on it easily. As you can see, these 3 tiles to the direct south of Bogota are actually red. We do have him to the southeast with a city that he can get some more bananas, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be quite happy settling the 1-tile lakes, especially northeast. Like, look at this, settle on. Oh, this is a bit too far away, is it? Isn't it? Yeah, settle over here, but is it worth though? Is it worth to spend the extra time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he's not that far away. He's not that far away, and he's gonna have so much gold from all of those tiles. 9 gold a turn, just not even improving them. 9 gold a turn. Okay, so remap vote. I think we did have Lescar going for the first remap, because like looking at how they are actually spaced out over here in the remap vote. So I would imagine we do need to see if on the other side, on La Tribu de Fana, they're actually gonna think this works. Let's take a look at Theodora. So let's see. Theodora is going to be next to Philip II. He's going to have the ability to actually send and convert one of his cities. He's also going to have Babylon on the right side. 2 allies next to him. So this is going to be relatively easy for him to actually get the religion spread to his allies, take out their own religion, and just gather the taxes straight on himself. Now, we're going to need to wait and see if their opponents are going to try to actually snatch those religions away, because it's, you know, there's a certain amount of religions that you can actually pick in the game, and the players, well, they don't like when too much taxi street is actually being gathered over there. And that's it. That is it. Murphy Law, good evening, sir, and welcome. 8 hours later, we're back, Murphy Law. Yeah, we're back. Okay, what do we have over here? Constantinople, gonna get a settler. I guess we're gonna come back from the left to the right, since we did take it from the right to the left the last time. Constantinople does have his settler, another one coming up in 6. He's probably gonna go for this geothermal settler on the southeast, where he does have his scout also moving around. And there is another Tiki Hut to the northwest that he can get. Not that many chops over there, and I do notice he's gonna have the fresh water from the lakes. Definitely quite a few cities that he could settle around in a radius. Not bad. This is I guess good enough fresh water. Not that good chops, but good enough fresh water. We also do see a little bit of floodplains on the right side. I'm pretty sure they're not enough to actually you know, to take Lady of the Rizer Marshes or something else. We do have him placing down, pre-placing his holy site right next to his capital. He's gonna have a geothermal in the capital for some adjacency towards campuses. While he cannot easily place a +3, I'm pretty sure he can use other districts like a Government Plaza to actually increase its adjacency. We also do see him benefiting from a horse tile in the second ring, while he's going to have an iron tile to the left side in the second ring. Both resources are going to be easy to acquire. Has Saladin in the southwest. We discussed this, guys. We discussed this. It looks like Arabia. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. We do need to see if Arabia is gonna withstand the big, powerful attack of Byzantium here. Did they just pass each other, not even waving each other by? Whoa, yeah. Well, I guess the forest was blocking their vision over there, but man, impolite, just impolite. We do need to take a look at also Pompeii. What do we have here? Pompeii with Bogota already going for the dice setter. He doesn't know about the cocoa. He doesn't know about the cocoa. Think he's gonna miss the cocoa. That is a bit unfortunate, I gotta say. He's gonna settle that dice tile. At least he's gonna get the 1 cocoa tile, but the other ones have been so close together if you just spent a few more turns. Anyway, it is what it is. We do have him also with another setter coming up in 4 turns. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take up this river to the southeast and put a city connection city towards Babylon northwest. Also, Malfilo was saying today, spend 3,000 on parts to fix computer. I fixed it, buy computer new. Wow, bro, congratulations on both accounts, I guess. So I have some to fix for my brother. Yay, that's how it goes, no? The tinkering keeps on going. Oh, man. I gotta say, I have quite a few friends that really like to tinker, right? Really like to take a look. Oh, what does this do? Ping! You know? And I want to say, they like to build stuff from the ground up. Amazing, amazing. I've saw some of their work, incredible. Let's actually take a look over here. If you wanna, by the way, Murphy Low, share some pictures. Well, you know, like let us look at that. Let's take a look at the great work over there. Especially if you're like building him up over there, you know. Now we do need to take a look at Philip II here. What do we have? Madrid with Seville. We do have him with good harbors in both cities. I do see Madrid is gonna get his deer tile, and we do have a settler coming up in 2 turns. I would imagine it's either gonna be that northern settler on the geothermal or gonna get onto the river bend. The river bend doesn't really have tiles to work around it, so yeah, beep boop. Don't really like it. We do need to see if he's gonna go non-fresh into the south. Since yeah, he probably does want harbors over here. While he did meet Arabia, he already started poking him. Look at this. He's like, whoa, what are you doing in my territory? Go back, you foul beast. No, Virgiles is not moving. He's just sitting over there on the island, arming himself over there with some shields and swords and just pushing him back. We do have Madrid benefiting from an iron tile in the second ring, also horse tile in the second ring, while Arabia is going to be to his south. We all know what's going to happen in the long term here. Yeah, they're going to boom. They're gonna boom a lot. We do need to take a look also on Hammurabi, which is gonna be to the right side of Byzantium here. He already did manage to steal a builder, 2-charge builder from Vatican City. They're not gonna like that. Yeah. I don't think Vatican City is gonna like that. They're like their builder just disappeared over there. They don't even know who took them. We do have Durkuli Galzu already going for his Palgums, and at the moment he didn't actually improve anything. He does need to improve these tiles if he wants the extra food from that replacement watermill, the unique building of Babylon. We do have him going for another set in 1 turn, and I do notice he did settle Durkuli Galzu in such a way that he cannot settle the Coco on the eastern side. Now the question is, does he know? Yeah, he did know. I was actually expecting him to settle that western Coco, but I guess it is what it is. He didn't, and this is what we have. I'm pretty sure also he's gonna get a faith per turn. He's already on 2 faith per turn, so I would imagine he's gonna pick up a pantheon either right about Meow or next turn, right? We do have also Saladin over there that has enough faith in the bank for. Oh no, Saladin picked it. Saladin picked a pantheon. It's religious settlements on Big Boy Saladin. Okay. And now we're probably, oh my god, Burikot is even getting some more help. I mean, I gotta say, after losing that first map, it kind of feels like he needs a bit of help, right? No more giant causeway to go against your opponents, just, you know, spam knights and take out your opponent over there with the taxi straight. No more. And now, looks like the Civ gods have just decided, let's actually burn a little bit the forest around Burikot. Make it live. We do have also Babylon benefiting from Goddess of Festivals right now. He's gonna get the extra culture per turn from each of these improved plantations, and he does have quite a few of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in just as you can see quickly as I counted around his capital. More in the south with also more incense tiles, not to mention cocoa tiles. Looks like he's gonna have a continent split here with purple benefiting from the incense tile. Well, strategic resources, horses first ring, quite cheap, and I do notice iron tile in the east side in the second ring. He's gonna choose to go north with his next settle, and of course gonna get closer to those to those pigs, while he's also gonna have the fresh water from a lake. I would imagine he's gonna, okay, he's not going there. Okay, that means he can fit another city here. That's fine, and he cannot fit another city here, but he will manage to get it on the stone tile, which is a 2 base, not bad. Let's take a look at Elizabeth I here. London getting his settler to the spot to the western side where he does have a river bend giving him the fresh water. He did get Sheffield as a second city in the south, while he does have 4 of these sugar tiles to improve over there. That's a lot of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. Like every time I actually see so much sugar, I'm thinking about that meme with you know, the little girl actually is like, I don't know what she was eating over there, but she went into a sugar high and she was like, you know, like she was like deforming because of too much sugar. This is basically what I see right now in the city of Sheffield. Everybody in the city of Sheffield in the morning, you know, in the middle of the day, in the night, they're like deforming over there because of too much sugar. We do have London getting a builder out in next turn, and I do see he's gonna have an iron tile in the first ring, while his horse tile, yeah, sugar tile, KW, is in the second ring to the northeast. We do have him also with an iron tile there in the third ring, while, yeah, he can settle quite a few more cities in the south, at least 2 of them. I do notice, finally, we don't have that much snow actually blocking the settles. Not bad, not bad. Strategic resources we talked about. Let's see Saladin. Also, he's going to be close to Saladin. Not really going to get the option to settle coastal over here and actually trade, but, you know, he's close to him, so at least trades are possible. Now, we do have Cairo with the religious settlements already starting to pump out his 4th city from the city of Cairo. He does need to actually buy out a slinger because Byzantium sniffing around his main capital. That might not be that good. That might not be that good. Also, 1 for everybody. Wait, 1 for everybody? Wait, what? Okay. That sounds a bit too little, no? 1 for everybody? Or is it, wait, 1 for each? Or 1 for all? Because that's, you know, quite a bit of a difference. 1 for each or 1 for all. Anyway, we do have Cairo getting his 3 to Banana to give him that extra food generation. Banana in the north, also next to that second city. And Hunde Priester joins us. Good evening, sir, and welcome. I just remembered. Hello, YouTube chat, man. What YouTube chat? Why is Byzantium on archery? He wants horses, I guess. That's a good question. Oh, there are some Occhitaus starting to sniff around his cities here. That's a good question. I'm not sure. Not sure. Okay, now we were going for Poundmaker. We did see he's gonna have quite a few of these pashas, and by the looks of it, he just... No! Weasel, no. He just took himself out from having 2 of those pastures in the capital. Look at the cattle tiles. They cannot be switched anymore to the capital, to be worked by the capital, to be worked by the city that you're sending your trade routes to. And that actually is quite bad. It's quite bad for Krieg because he's getting that amazing bonus on each of his trade routes. Check this out. He's getting Poundmaker, right? Check this out. Your outgoing trade routes grant +1 food to Poundmaker per camp or pasture at the destination. Trade routes sent to your cities also grant +1 gold to Poundmaker per camp or pasture at the destination. Oh man, so you need a big city. You need a big ranch city over there. A lot of pastures just everywhere. This is not happening anymore. Picto Kahana, Peewee Inn got greedy and got, as you can see, 2 of these cattle tiles right in its borders. Too close. We do have him already getting his settler out, first trader out, and he's gonna connect it to Mickey Sivwachik. I'm actually surprised he's going for the second trader right now from his capital city. We're going to see where is he gonna send it. Maybe he's gonna send it to Fez so he can build a road over there. Maybe get some units to actually take out that city center quickly. It did build a campus, might as well actually take it out quickly. He's also starting to scout around the cities of Byzantium from the north, which is still going for his shrines. I do see Byzantium did manage to get 1 slinger to protect this. So it's basically 1 slinger, an arm, and a rock that is going to try to protect from the Occhitaus, which I'm not sure exactly what kind of weapons they have, but they seem very aggressive, right? They have all of those feathers in the heads and so on and so forth. They seem very aggressive. Yeah, very aggressive. Anyway, let's actually take a look here at say strategic. Second ring, horse tile, northeast of Mickey Sivwachik, southwest iron tile, also second ring here. Still did not connect his trader. He's probably, I mean, this Byzantine scout is stopping that trader from moving anywhere, right? If he moves it, he loses it. So yeah, he doesn't want to move it. The scout also has the option to move south, and it will have the option to go for the builder if he wants to. I do see a first Mickey Wap already got placed down in Pictohana P-Win, so he gets that extra housing going, so the city actually can keep growing. He did settle on a T tile, I believe, for the extra science, and we do have him with a builder coming out in 4 turns. We're gonna probably see over here some open sky shenanigans. Going for the granary quickly, not his monument, so he doesn't have that much culture. A bit unfortunate. Third city is gonna get placed in the south next to that 3-1 spice tile, and at least he's gonna have the extra food from that tile, not to mention the fresh water from a lake here. And looking at Aramanis, he's gonna have the city not placed on the coast. Okay, it's a one tile off the coast, and I'm pretty sure the frigates cannot actually reach it. We do have Mashhad, also the capital city of Nader Shah, getting his Moksha in. While I do see he picked up God of War and Plunder as a pantheon. He does have Gran Colombia very close to him, so that might have actually changed a little bit his game style here. He does want to get his encampment setup going, and we're going to see what is he gonna choose after his commercials are gonna be placed down. We do have him going for builders, and I'm actually a bit surprised he's going directly for commercials. We've seen it so many times in the CivFR squadrons in the last weeks. The players actually going as fast as possible for their campuses into commercials kind of setup to get the biggest tempo ever, even at the risk of just having like 0 adjacency campuses. They still went for it. That is true, Idoki. Good evening, sir, and welcome. That is so true. You don't actually need to send them to the capital, but he did have like 7 of them in the capital. That's what I'm saying. So he had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 6 in the capital. But now he only has like 4 in the capital. So like the gold multipliers are insane, right? You get 7 trade routes, 7 times 6. That's a lot of gold. Much more than 7 times 4, no? Yeah, just saying. Magnus is gonna get in Mixi watching there in 4 tenths, and we do have another settler coming up in 5. He did not scout the east side. Oh, he knows. He actually sent one of his Occitals towards Babylon here, towards the northeast. Okay, so Nader Shah, I'm not sure what happened. It might have been one, one very, very unfortunate event here. Okay, let me get this up. Okay. Oh my God. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to switch some rolls around. He getting back? Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, just give me a sec. Should be fine. Just fixing some rolls. Sorry. Like CWC stuff. I really need to get through this, and unfortunately, it's how to say. Discord is extremely slow today. I don't know what they changed, but it's extremely slow. Okay. And I think okay, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. Anyway, we do have that God of War and Plunder being picked up by Aramanis. He's gonna get those extra general points whenever he's gonna put down his encampments, and he's also gonna get extra merchants. I do see commercials from Bactri, Pasagade, Mashada is also gonna come out. We do have him getting that Moksha in 2 turns and getting another settler, 4th settler in 2 turns. Okay, he's not that close to Gran Colombia, so I guess he has time. This is Rich Islands. Also, while he could put an aqueduct, if he could put the city a little bit more to the north. Which one? I'm not sure exactly to which one are you referring to. Let's take a look at the next ones. Where were we? I think we took a look at all of them, right? Aramanis was the last one that we needed to take a look at his strategics. Okay, he has iron in the second ring, Mashad, and I do see his sources are also going to be second ring north. I would imagine he's going to place his Government Plaza in between those 2 commercials to add as much adjacency as possible to those, and he's going to start getting his builders out so he can start improving his land. Now we do have him also with that wonder in the south that he's gonna need to get to. Okay, so this is the time that we're gonna need to actually start. First of all, it's finishing the prediction. Choose. It was one remap. They didn't remap the second one, and it was Lescar that actually used the remap token for this time around. I do see Spain did go for God of the Sea, and I do want to put up over here a new prediction for who will conquer the first city. And we do have on one side La Tribu de Fana, and on the other side we're gonna have Lescar. 50 minutes as a submission period, and let's see who do you think is gonna lose or who's gonna take the first city. Which team is gonna take the first city? Let's take a look at Burikot. Did he get a religion? Yes, he did. We do have Islam. So first of all, he got the Pantheon initiation rights, and looks like he established the religion Islam with choral music, granting himself some extra culture from the shrines and temples, and crusade for the extra +5 combat strength against civilizations. Ooh, that have converted their cities to his religion. Let's actually see if he does manage to actually push Arabia here to the southwest. Not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy. We do have him also managing to pillage the tile of Arabia here, the holy site of Arabia, while Arabia was trying to get his great prophet on it. Looks like he's going to need to spend some more time and effort to actually get that going. And another one, Spain actually, oh my god, look at this, they're bullying Arabia. Virgiles is getting bullied massively in the city of Cairo and Baghdad. Enemy units just ripping apart his holy sites here. He did get the religious settlements early, gonna get that 4th city northeast of Cairo, and gonna get that his Moksha in. I do see he has a stringer that he's trying to attack into the warrior very slowly. He only has 15 strength against this warrior that has like 29, 20, 30 when he's on the defense, and he's gonna still get some heals off. This is amazing. Dreadel, good evening, sir, and welcome. Yeah, this is amazing what we're watching right now. Triple pillage on the Arabia if the scout takes shrine and the holy side. Yeah, he took everything, man. He took everything. Like Spain over here just burned down this to a crisp. The same I see Byzantium doing here. I guess we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to get a promotion from all of these hits, if he's gonna get to heal enough. We do have also, what's this, Government Plaza? Another holy site coming out from Sana. Okay, well, he's preparing all of those campuses in between the holy sites. You do need to get them with as much adjacency as possible, and they do help each other compared to other nations. We do have monuments coming out from Cairo and Baghdad, and I do see holy sites from Aleppo and Sana are gonna get built over here. So a massive investment from Arabia into his first faith generation for the next era. We do definitely need to see if he's gonna manage to get out properly. First campus is also coming around from Baghdad. Wow, all of that sugar over there getting him that 4th population quickly. I do have to say Gran Colombia did jump up to 15 science and 8 culture. Did start off with 1, 2, 3 of these campuses, a +1, a +2, and this one another +2. No, a +3. Actually, this is a +3. Oh, he's gonna get the splendid bonus also. Still gonna get a possible city to the northeast. I'm pretty sure he can settle the coast over there next to those cocoa tiles and benefit from all of that extra gold with another coastal freshwater city in the Caspian Sea. Definitely we're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to do something against Persia to the northeast. Pingala established already in the city of Bogota for those extra science points. I do see the moon. We got a wolf moon over here. Anyway, 23 gold in the bank, 7 gold a turn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna have that much. And I do see he did pick up city patron goddess for the extra percentage of production towards the first district in a city. And I just realized that I think I'm gonna need to actually change. Yeah, I might need to change. Let's also take a look at Nader Shah. So God of War and Plunder. Spain, God of the Sea. He did pick up that extra production point on all of these resources in the water. He has another settler coming up from Madrid in 410s, and I would imagine he's going to want to settle south here. That would be the closest city. I would not think he's going to go east. Could be, but I would think he's not going to go east. Hunde Priester also asking, can you briefly check Erascore and Great People? Yes, sir. Erascore, across the board, we do have everybody getting the golden age. I do see in the scientist screen nothing important. We do have Marcus Licinius Crassus as the merchant. I wouldn't really say that's important. And Imhotep as the first engineer. This actually is probably the best one that we do have from here for the extra production over there on those wonders. Okay, well, what do we have on Cree? God of Open Sky. Okay, and he did start to improve these resources. Lost one of his trade routes, Byzantium, sniffed it out. Wait a second. Wasn't he building 2 trade routes? Where is his second trade? Oh, he's going external. But that's less gold. Anyway, it is what it is. He's on 16 gold. Don't get me wrong, it's still good gold, but it's still less gold. Now, we do have commercials in Civ6 here coming up in 3 turns. I'm pretty sure he's also going to place them and want to build them from the other cities. Has one down from Pictocara P-Win, and will have a +4 campus also between those 2 geothermals. While he was getting pushed back from Byzantium from the north, he's trying to actually keep eyes on his opponent here so he doesn't actually get surprised by a counterattack. Classic Honor, hello, Dersen, and good evening. Yeah, we got the Highlands looking. Good evening, sir. Welcome. Magnus establishing Civ6 while his 4th city is moving east side. I would imagine that's going to be the one on the river over there. He doesn't know about it. He was sending one of his scouts here and trying to get to the Babylonian territory. We're going to need to see if he's going to pass through the units of Vilnius and actually get to the Babylonian territory to create some mischief there. Constantinople is going to get Moksha bonuses. Already started improving his tiles here. He did finish his religion and of course getting the faith generation going. Only on 13, not that much. I gotta say, not that much right now, but I guess we're gonna need to see when he's gonna ramp it up. Divine Spark also picked up by England for the extra points over there on those great people. While he's gonna get Moksha in the capital, he also has the 4th and the 5th settlers coming out quite quickly. London will have this northeastern settle to actually go for, so he can get the fresh water from the lake, while his the city of Sheffield is definitely gonna get one in the south over here. Not sure if he's gonna want to settle the marble or the 1-3. I'm actually quite curious what is he gonna do. What is there? What? Pin bug? Oh, they have a pin bug. Oh, and they're asking their opponents, maybe they do not actually pin, because that definitely can break the game. Yeah, I know, pin bug, man, pin bug. I don't know how it actually happens, but this is also what the game basically is forcing me to use another account on Steam, which is family shared, so I can actually get the same game and not pay double for it. So I can stream without freezes. Otherwise, every time somebody pins, I get freezes. And freezes and freezes and freezes and freezes. If you see 5 pins in a row, it's like a, you know, Ace Ventura kind of movie. Anyway, Byzantium warrior is still here, but the holy site is back. Yeah, well, it is what it is. The holy site is here. It's repaired. We do have finally Arabia over here. Managing to get to activate. I think he did activate, right? Yeah, I think he did activate. It's just a matter of time until we're gonna see the religion. He had Siddharma Gautama, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Gautama. And yeah, there we go, the religion. Religious settlements, work ethic for the extra production on the shrines and the temples, and dairy meds for the extra faith and the extra culture. Not bad. 11 science, 12 culture at the moment, 45 points of production. Of course, getting soon all of his shrines in his other how to say, other holy sites. He still has 3 to build, only has 1 in Baghdad that did actually finish. Gonna also finish his campuses so he can get those points going for the science, not to mention, of course, start to roll in some scientist points. At the moment, it's only Gran Colombia with 3 points a turn that is starting to acquire some of those points. We also do see Gavron Plaza coming out from Bogota with a few builders running around and starting to improve stuff. We don't see the 4th and the 5th city yet being trained. This is a bit concerning. We do already see, for example, Persia having those 4 cities down, and he's getting his commercials out. 1 in a non-freshwater position, which kind of, you know, begs the question, why did he not get it in the Caspian Sea to the southwest? Definitely a lot more chops over here, but is it worth? Is it worth the time that you're gonna spend to get to the 2nd population and not get to like 4th, 5th population because you don't have the housing? Is it worth the gold that you might actually want to invest into a granary over there? Is it worth the builder charge for a Perideza? Is it worth? That's the question. Mashhad is also 5 population, so he does have his 2nd district available. We do need to see where is he going to place it down. In the tech side, I do see Burikot is going for a bronze working here, and it does seem like he's going to want to be aggressive from a relative early stage of the game. Definitely wants to get his general here. We do have him, of course, with the adjacency towards Arabia, which is going to matter quite a bit if he does manage to push him at the beginning of the game. With also Babylon going for his goddess of festival, so I do see him started off on Hanging Gardens, did not finish it, went for a commercial first, and is plugging in Liang in that city of Turkuri Galzu. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7. 8, 9 if he actually gets the 2 in the north, extra production points and extra food points if he's gonna go for the right 3 Liang. I think he will go right 3 Liang. I don't think there's any reason here to go reinforced materials or parks. I guess parks would be something, but yeah, it kind of looks like it's gonna be the right 3. It's City Park Liang? That's actually a good question. Can he even play City Parks here? Because wait, he has 1, 2, 3 flat tiles. And they're all expensive. They're all 35. I don't know. It might be. Oh, wait a second. He does have this one. He does have the 1, 2 over here. Never mind. I just saw this. Let's see it. I'm actually curious. Is he going to be the production and the food, or is he going to be the City Park Liang? It might be the City Park Liang. True. I would have expected actually if he goes for the City Park Liang to actually put it in the capital first, but anyway, get that out of the way. We do have another settler coming up in 3 turns. He's gonna get the extra culture from his plantations, and I do see he just bought his 2nd trader. Of course, whenever he finished his 1st commercial, he got that extra market out. Starting to also put more production from the chops into settlers, while with turn 31, this means we do have the players starting to choose their golden age options. We just rolled into a new era, and the players are gonna have to choose from quite an array of bonuses in the next part. From pen, brush, and voice to some war mechanics. Let's actually see what are they gonna go for. Theodora usually goes for the faith option for monumentality. He does have 16 faith a turn with more shrines coming around, and I do see a 4th and the 5th settler also getting trained, and one of them is already out here. We're gonna need to yeah, there we go. That's monumentality right there. He spent the first. Wait, what? Did he buy the builder? Oh, there we go. Now it refreshed, and he did pick monumentality. Got it. Good. How much faith did he manage to bank up? Just enough for 2 builders. Not that much. I gotta say, not that much. Okay. He's on 8 science, 14 culture, 16 faith, and 31 points of production. Well, definitely needs more cities. Pompeii, 27 science with 21 culture. He's also on 18 gold a turn on Gran Colombia. Did manage to get that city patron goddess. 4th city moving out. 5th city also coming around. While he's gonna get Jose Antonio Paez as his 1st commandant general. He did manage to build up his campus from the beginning. Magnus establishing Popayan where he has an amazing amount of chops here, but I do have to say it's kind of tricky to actually get units towards Persia. They're gonna be slow even if they're horses through the hills. We do of course see those commercials coming around, and he's gonna start adding the points towards the great merchants. The first one not really important, but he definitely wants the next ones. Zangian over there with well, I guess Marco Polo is kind of late, and what is the other one? Ifadlan. Ifadlan. Well, we do need to take a look also at his production. 36 points of production. Okay, he definitely needs to grow. Fana, 9 science, 22 culture, 4 city strong, getting his government plaza towards the north. He will prepare his space over here for a very good campus, and I do see he started trading with the other cities. Does only have a single trade route moving from Seville to Madrid. While he did start off on his lighthouses, it's gonna be the city of Seville that's gonna finish it first. Madrid is gonna need another one. Well, by the looks of it, he did actually settle Valladolid in that river bend that I was saying. He doesn't really have that much over there to work with. He does have a olive tile and a horse tile. That's about it. I was thinking he's gonna go well, I guess coastal here. It's not non-freshwater. It's not freshwater. It's coastal because you get like half the housing than you would get on the freshwater settles in the southeast. But he didn't. And Valladolid is there on the river bend. We're going to need to wait and see how he's gonna start improving it. He's trying to get the builder instead of that monument first. 41 points of production also. Pico, 10 science and 22 culture, getting Ancestral Hall and also working on his hanging gardens. Ancestral Hall is going to help him add more production towards his settlers, or I guess get the settlers cheaper, which one of the ones, the versions you want to have over here. And he will also get a builder whenever he's going to settle. So looking at this settler moving towards the western side here, he's going to get that Ancestral Hall much faster than the settler is actually going to get to its location. There is a possibility for him to actually go non-fresh on the May style, but I guess he doesn't want to. He just wants to get the truffles, the pigs. I'd also see Babylon is gonna chop that forest style. So yeah, he's preparing the city park. He's preparing the city park. And I like that fact that he's actually gonna, you know, couple it with a chop for the hanging gardens. Very nice. Another builder from the capital city went for that Pembrush and Voice. 52 points of production and 35 gold. Does look good right now. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to be competitive to get one of the merchants. Usually the players do need to spend at least 1 or 2 projects to actually secure their acquirement there of the great merchant. On Elizabeth I, we do have him still on 3 cities. The city of Sheffield did get to start be flooded here, and he started improving his sugar tiles. South is gonna get a city on the 1-3, and by the looks of it, London is also gonna get to place one of these government plaza right next to his districts, right next to his Royal Navy dockyard. I was thinking, is it worth where he placed his government plaza instead of destroying that forest over there? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if he would have destroyed this forest, this tutu forest, okay, maybe he would have managed to get a builder over there to chop it, because he does have a builder that he could have. But let's take into account that he wanted to put the government plaza as quickly as possible, and so on. But if he did manage to actually put it here, he would have had 2 of these campuses in between, and very good ones. +4s. You know, now he's only gonna have a plus possible 4 and a +3. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Could have been amazing. Could have been so good. So good. Anyway, this settler is moving towards the south. He is going to get on that 1-3. And we do have Liverpool being settled on the eastern side on that one-tile lake, working on the Royal Navy dockyard. More of these trade routes are going to come out. At the moment, he only has a single one moving between his cities. While he did get his Royal Navy dockyards out, he did not get his lighthouses in the Royal Navy dockyard. So he doesn't have the extra trade slots. Virgil S. also 16 science with 20 culture return. Saladin here was making... I guess he was making his face generation go amazing. 43 faith return and 62 points of production with the work ethic coming up from his holy sites. We do have Cairo here getting a builder. I do see he's building up Stonehenge for a 3rd belief. And did he just put Stonehenge? Oh no, that's a campus. Okay, oh, thank God. Thank God it's not the Stonehenge there. What is this Stonehenge? Oh, so far away here. So far away on that slinger. I see. Okay, that's why I wasn't seeing it proper. Oh, wait a second. We might actually have a race for hanging gardens. This is not a race. This is actually gonna be on Babylon. There's like no way Babylon misses this. And wait, did he just move the builder out of the way and did not actually place the park? He doesn't have the promotion, does he? Oh, the timing of this. Anyway, Hanging Gardens looks like it's gonna come out next turn and it's gonna be there. We do have Arabia with a few builders, and it looks like he's preparing to chop them. Does he even have... I don't know, actually. I don't know if he has it. He's going for masonry. Oh, he does. I think he does. Yeah, he does have mason. Oh my god, wait a second. Hanging gardens. He did chop 2 of them. Can he get another one? No. Can he? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. This one. He can get this one for the city of Sana. Wait a second. Who's the top priority here? Who do we have? So Virgile is... and Pico, right? Pico has the priority. So if it's gonna be one turn, same time. Oh no, wrong tile, Virgil, wrong tile. He could have. He could have, but he didn't. Yeah. 2 turns for a Stonehenge there. Okay, next up. Let's see. Oh, Virgil didn't actually go for his monumentality, so he has the extra movement on the builders. Not to mention, he also has the ability to use his faith button to actually buy out the builders. Very nice. Not to mention settlers. Did improve quite a few of his sugar tiles, and will actually get to probably chop everything here, so he can get as much as possible from these tiles. Let's go for Pound Maker. Power 4, city strong, getting more commercials. Did not get his second. No, he did get his second trade route. The first one was going to Cairo. One got ripped apart over here from Aktakakup, and he did get another one from Makfa Sakahikan. He also went. Oh my god, he denied himself another 2 of these pashers. Does nobody know about this bonus? Arabia has bronze working. Yeah, it looks like. Does nobody know about this bonus from Cree? That you get so much gold and so much food? Or is this like a... Maybe it's because Cree is not getting that much game time. Am I missing something? Chat? Am I missing something? And wait a second, I didn't put... I didn't set the map. I just realized I didn't set the map. Kick. Reach. Highlands. There we go. Setting the map. Oh well. I guess it is what it is. We do have Wezold here with 14 science, 11 science, 14 culture, 23 gold a turn. Went for the Pembrashian Voice Golden Age with also 39 points of production. Also, Occitan goes, bird, the rest is redundant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Wazir Comrade, good evening, sir, and also welcome. Maybe he doesn't want that food. Maybe he doesn't want that much food or gold, but I guess he would want the gold, no? But yeah, the food is sometimes is a bit too much. But to be honest, it's so many high pop cities could have been had. He had +6. Yeah, it's +6. Yeah, Bexpom Dia Senior. Hello. Okay, well, he's gonna have the ability to at some point get Fez over here, and that's one of the things that we didn't check. But I do want to finish Nadersha, and then we're gonna talk about the city states. Okay, Persia getting Marcus Licinius Crassus. The next one is gonna be Fadlan, and it looks like Babylon is gonna have the option. It's just 1 turn away. We do have Walos throne being built in the city of Mashhad, and I do see he just picked up Fadlan. Never mind, he got that, man. He got that away from Babylon. Now we do have him also getting another builder from Bactri and starting to finish his markets in the cities that he had the commercials from. Got the Gavron Plaza in between these 2 commercials, and getting that gold per turn is going to be quite valuable. He's already on 42 gold a turn here, and he does also have 54 points of production. Still quite a few chops available. Still has cities that he could place right in front of his opponent. Gran Colombia did actually, Nader Shah did actually get into the Gran Colombian cities, so he can see what's going on over here. Maybe get some pillages. As you can see, he got one of his cocoa tiles over there, and I do also notice even Jose Antonio is actually being a bit curious. What is this scout doing here? He has some funny clothes I haven't seen before, you know. He's talking a different language. Whoa, different sounds, man. Whoa. Anyway, we do also need to take a look here on I would say the southeast. He does have Elizabeth I that he could actually go in the trade with. The biggest question is, I don't think he will get to. He really needs to get to the south, and he will need to get here also. Like there's no way around this, right? Because I'm pretty sure he's not gonna sit on 6 cities and just get units against Gran Colombia all game long to the southwest. That's also a possibility. Don't get me wrong, I've seen it happen, but I don't think this is that game. This is not that game. Anyway, now looking at the city states, we do have Venice and Hunza for the trade bonuses, and I do also notice Vatican City is gonna be the only one for religion in the game. Well, that's still gonna be good over here for Arabia, not to mention for Byzantium. We do have also Valletta with Akkad, Lahore, Volin, and Preslav. 5 of these military city-states for them to get the extra production points from the envoys in them, not to mention benefit from different bonuses, some pretty good, some not so much. We also see quite an array of culture city-states. Vilnius, Namadol, and Antananarivo are going to be available for them to use, with only a single science, that's going to be Fez, and I think Fez's demise is actually close to us, right? What is Vatican bonus? It's the UI. No, you get the, whenever you activate a great person, it will spread the 400 religious pressure of your founder religion around the cities within 6 tiles. It's not, well, I guess it kind of depends, right? On Byzantium, it would be quite great. He could spread it just activating something next to his opponent over there. If he gets one great person that could be activated in such a forward position. We do see also Byzantium Burikot is starting to get horses towards the southwest, towards Arabia, while we do have one of the Cree warriors in between them. It does seem like he might actually see these horses get around there. There is a tile here, a 2-2 base that he wants to get to, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to grab that spice tile as quickly as possible. Has a geothermal for +3 campuses. That's going to be pretty nice, and he's going for another holy site for more faith generation. He's right now on 38 at the moment, trying to get his temples up, and of course that would actually add quite a bit more culture, I believe, right? He went for culture, yeah, and crusade. Next to him we do have Arabia with also getting his temples out, and I do notice he finishes Stonehenge. That means he went for stewardship. Each campus going for the +2 science, each commercial +2 gold respectively. Very nice bonus over here for Arabia. He did manage to jump up to 25 science and 22 culture. But look at Rahmanis go, 25 science, 40 culture, coming up with the 4 cities from Persia, starting to get more settlers out so he can expand towards the south. Of course, we're going to need to see if Mount Sinai is going to be one of his targets or the coast is going to be there. Still getting his traders out whenever he's gonna finish his commercial so he can connect his cities with more production, more science, while I do see he's building up his campus count slowly but surely. I think he did manage to get a granary here in the city of Ray. Let's actually take a look. No, that actually doesn't have a granary, but he got his peritas. Okay, that actually is good. He's gonna get the extra housing from it. I think he actually got 2 peridesas, one southeast and one northwest, because the city does seem to have enough population, or I should say growth. I do also notice that Pompey is coming closer towards his opponent here. Both of them are starting to inch forward. Very curious and very surprised actually that we don't have him settling next to the coast, so he grabs all of those amenities there. He did send another settler from Quito and did manage to get it on the Caspian Sea, but this at least does have fresh water from a river. This location right here doesn't really have fresh water, and I don't think he's gonna go for the river. What do you think, guys? Is he actually gonna go for the river here? I don't think he's gonna go for the river. Is it just me? I don't know. It might be, no? Anyway, now we do have more Gavion Plaza finally coming out from Cree. Kinda late. We're already 10:39. That seems like it's quite late. Gran Colombia is gonna start pillaging traders here, and we do have new commercials also finishing up from Wezold. He did manage to get more builders in the south, so he starts improving his territory, while his production is on 50. Does seem like he's very low in production. Only 50 points of production. He's slacking behind. Right now, he's slacking behind. Pompey does have the stats, but he doesn't have the production, while Palmaker doesn't have either. For example, Gran Colombia 32 science, 24 culture, Wezold 14 science and 21 culture, while they both have like 50 points of production. Let's take a look here. We do have finally the encampment coming out from Sana, and I did notice Byzantium was starting to get a few projects for the general. He's gonna get Trunk next turn, just needs one more point, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be fine. Now, while we do have him with 3 horses, he's gonna actually start to push back Kree's warrior here. Or wait a second, he could actually get the settler. Uh-oh. Yeah, he could get the settler. He doesn't see it, but he could get the settler. Look, he doesn't see it though. But he will see it. Check this out. Next turn, he's gonna try to actually move with this horse on the right style to hit the warrior. But I'm pretty sure by that time, the settler is just gonna move out. And he doesn't have movement right now to actually get more vision, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Horses coming out from Arabia, still has a few chops to get around here, and I do see the first one is coming out in 2 turns there from Aleppo. While in the south, the temples are getting built. He's gonna add more of that faith per turn, and I'm pretty sure with the campuses being hit by multiple holy sites here, this is gonna be amazing. He already has a +8 campus in between Aleppo and Cairo. While this is gonna be a +4, he did manage to get a double card, you know, going. Is this the? This is not from the capital, right? This is Baghdad. Okay, this is from the city in the south. This is gonna be an amazing campus. Holy site, 2 other districts, including a Gavron Plaza and a geothermal fissure right underneath Cairo. And I'm pretty sure this one is from Aleppo, but I do want to double check. Yeah, this one is from Aleppo. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Arabia did move back his archer on the settler, and he's gonna keep it safe. Well, didn't he want to move forward? Wait, okay, interesting. So he shift entered his archer back instead of shift entering his settler forward. Is this just what happened here? I think so, right? Okay, well, it looks like that archer is down. And Medina, oh my god, hit Medina. Oh my god, this was, yeah. I mean, I think this is a problem. He needs to chop a horse out. Does he have horses? Let's see. Army tab. 25. Yeah, he does have horses. But he couldn't get one this turn. And I do have to say, Byzantium really needs to actually set his waypoints now. It would really be helpful to actually set waypoints here. So he grabs as many tiles around that city center as possible, as quickly as possible, so he doesn't give a chance to Arabia to try to block him, right? To try to put a city, unit over there on the forest, a unit on the T-tile, and make it so that the Byzantium cannot hit from too many angles against that city, from too many vectors. But anyway, we do have the general coming out from here from Antioch. Before even Arabia did manage to get his encampment down, this is a bit problematic, and we're going to need to see how Virgil is going to try to get out of this. And I do have to point out at the moment, Arabia is not actually converted to the religion of Byzantium. He still needs to take out some units so he can actually add that crusade ability on his opponent's cities here. With the horse coming around, these cities are actually going to jump up to at least 26 strength. Now it's a 36 with the horse inside of it, getting another +10. And did he just sacrifice his? Yeah, he did. He actually did. Okay, another horse coming in. He's going to have enough movement to hit the city 2 times this turn. And I think he will. I think he will hit the city 2 times, no? Last move over there, gonna put it less than half, and then he can actually hit it with 4 or at least another 3, and shouldn't be a problem. We do have forces coming out on the I would say on the reinforcement of the city of Medina from the south and the southwest, but it's a bit too late. It kind of looks like it's too late. Medina is in shambles. Fire's going on everywhere. Can he get walls up? Does he even have walls? Because he does have like a decent amount of science, right? 36, 33. Getting apprenticeship for that extra. And look at him go. Already he's actually losing gold. He's already losing gold. Well, I guess they kind of met each other over here, and it looks like it's a match made in heaven. Byzantium Theodora next to Saladin Arabia. Match made in heaven. Whoa, he did actually chop another horse. Not gonna matter though. That's one. Actually, would be fun if he. It doesn't matter. The city's gonna go down anyway. Like there's nothing that he could do right now. He got converted, When he took out that archer, the city got converted. There's an extra +5. These units are gonna be quite tough of nails. The horses are of Arabia are gonna have a serious issue pushing into them, and that's not even with the general bonus. Like with the general bonus, is 52 strength on the defense. Will this destroy the Stonehenge? Well, no, because the Stonehenge is actually from Aleppo. It's kind of like a visual weird thing over here. He built the Stonehenge before he actually got the city of Medina, so yeah, it kind of looks weird. Wait, he didn't actually hit with the second one? Okay. Hit Medina, hit Medina, hit Medina. No. Not that one. Anyway, the city is only 32 strength right now. And it seems like Buriko just doesn't want to hit into it. That was a 1-1 trade, by the way, for a horse over there. But to be honest, he did spend so much strength from the other horses. And it is quite much more easier for Byzantium to actually attack into these units and deal significant damage. Look at that. There's a 10 difference in strength right now. Arabia keeps on settling towards the south. He did manage to get 97 faith a turn. I do see Burikot is also on 70 of his own. A lot more production coming up from Saladin with 100 points. But he again could not manage to actually get his encampment or get to enough points so he can recruit a general. Looking at Nader Shah, we do have him starting to place down encampments. And I do notice Gran Colombia did manage to place Loja right next to that volcano. Oh, look at the 332 Coco. Echo Supreme, good evening, sir, and welcome. Will this destroy the stone? I did see that. Icon overload. Load. Yep. Come on. This is, I gotta see this, right? We got a prediction about this. Who's gonna get the first city? Are you guys actually last moving this? Wait a second. No, you're not. Actually, you said La Tribu de Fana is gonna get it. 73% said La Tribu de Fana. You looks like you're kind of right. Looks like you might be right. Yeah, it looks like also Arabia is giving up on this. Yeah, that's it. He's gone. And he's gonna start taking out units. Virgile S is in deep trouble. Very deep trouble. He needs knights and he needs them yesterday. Still 7 turns to actually get stirrups. And he finally got an encampment. But I'm pretty sure Byzantium is gonna take it out. It's gonna be easy to be taken out. Okay. Push it with the other ones. Push it. The encampment can be triple shot here by the looks of it. He needs to get the next horses in, and I'm pretty sure he needs to move them around a little bit so he can start hitting and wrapping around Medina. Actually on the fence if he wants to keep that city or not. Couldn't manage to spread his religion in the other cities, but he did manage to get at least 1 point. So, you know, they're slowly converting to his religion. I do see also finally Spain is moving with cities in the south. Got Bilbao and Cordoba over there, and he's getting also the harbors out. We do have some more of these builders. I would imagine that he's very close if he didn't actually finish yet feudalism. Yeah, he did finish feudalism. +5 church builders everywhere. We do have Madrid, audience chamber, did manage to put a holy site from Valladolid. He's gonna get a religion, and I gotta say that's gonna be an extra +2 taxes rate on Theodora. Extremely important to actually get that for Theodora. What is Arabia holy city? I think it's Cairo. I don't know, but I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Cairo actually. And I do see Arabia already bought his Derimers. That's one of the Arabian perks. You can actually buy for peanuts for free these specializing buildings in the holy sites. Let's actually take a look. Is it here? Vizier, this one, right? Where is it? The worship building for the religion can be purchased by any player for just 1/10 of the usual faith cost. It adds 10% to the science, culture, and faith to the city's output, increasing to 20% with Reformed Church. Yeah, it's just, wow, insane. Encampment got taken down. That encampment training project is not gonna finish. This is denying Arabia to get that general. And I do see Byzantium did manage to switch around one of his sources. And oh my god, did he just give up on one of his sources to take out another 2 of Arabia's sources? I think so, right? Boom, goes another one. And we do have a third one that could actually be taken here, but he does need to go through the encampment to get to it. There we go. He cannot. Yes, he can. He should be able to. Anyway, he probably doesn't want to stir up things. By the looks of it, he's actually going around Medina at the moment, with Sana actually getting converted soon. We do need to see more phase generation coming out from Byzantium. He's also very close to getting his tier ups on 5 turns, just as well as Virgiles is getting it in 4. Let's see other conflict zones. We do have Gran Colombia connecting that city of Loja with his capital city, so he can get the pathways going for those reinforcement units to get to the front line quickly. Persia is also going to need to set this up. Looks like he's sending a trader to... No, it's just between Ray and Mashad. I was thinking he might actually send it to Hunza, but that's not the case. Getting his 6th, 7th, and 8th settler coming out from his city centers. I'm pretty sure he's going to want to expand very, very quickly here. I'm a bit surprised he actually placed Sparta in the non-freshwater position, since he did have an easy set to settle over here southwest. I guess he didn't have the resources that he would have had next to Sparta, but he would have had the freshwater. Oh my god, what's the forest fire in Liverpool? 246 tiles over there that are going to get improved. Alep does get his Royal Navy dockyard probably with the chap, also building up his lighthouses, finishing his districts here, his campuses. While I do notice he did manage to get 25 science and 44 culture, he's also on only 67 points of production. And I gotta say, Arabia faith and production are looking amazing, but the science just does not make sense right now. Just does not make sense right now. And he's still ignoring that city of Medina. Wow. Okay, that's amazing. And I do have to say there are no more reinforcements coming out from Burikot, which is another interesting part. And another horse goes down. Well, is that a horse for a horse? No, it is not, because this one actually crossed the river and it doesn't have any more movement. Okay, well, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh my god, look at the damage difference. This is insane. He's spending so much. Like, Arabia needs to spend so much health to actually take out these units. And I do have to point out, I'm a bit worried that Burikot is not getting more units out. 7 turns to go until the next era. We do need to take a look at Kree. He's not expanding, very slowly. He's getting his ancestral hole in 2 turns here. He's still on 64 production points with 19 science and 30 culture. 40 gold a turn is giving him a decent amount of GPT, so he can actually give it to his allies, and started to put down an encampment. He knows that he's next to Byzantium, and I'm pretty sure he knows after Byzantium dies, he's probably going to be next. So he definitely needs to prepare his units here and do something about his opponent. And I do have to point out, right now Byzantium is starting to get heavy chariots out. These will turn into knights, and oh, this is gonna be a very big issue for Saladin. It's gonna become a very big issue. Babylon did manage to finish that Hanging Gardens, got finally the city park in Durkul Garzu, and moved his Liang in the north for another one of these city parks. Chat was correct, man. Never doubt chat. Never doubt chat. Chat was correct. We do have some of these Holy Side prayer projects for Babylon to actually get his religion. I do have to say he's an ally of Theodora, and if he does manage to get the religion, that's going to be another +2 taxes trade for Theodora. That is going to be a bit too much on the side of Theodora over there. It does seem like a Fana tribe. Ooh, la tribu de Fana, man, goes brr today. We also do need to see what will happen here on Philip, if he will want to put down an encampment. Looks like he's just going to be happy seeming, and of course getting that religion. Zankian is going to be one of the next merchants. Kree is on 8 points. Doesn't seem like he's going to have enough next turn. He's only on 71 right now. While Gran Colombia does get 4.6. Babylon 5.7. Let's actually quickly glance around if they're getting projects. No projects here. No projects here. No projects here. So, no projects. No projects, no projects. Nema. Nada. No? Nada. Anyway, we do need to take a look here also on Babylon's science. He already jumped up to 46 science with 50 culture, 115 points of production, as well as Fana did manage to get to 98. He kept it alive for the crusade. Is it ancestral on Kree? Nice point over there. He did keep it ancestral on Kree. Yes, he's trying to get ancestral. Yes, correct. But to be honest, I was expecting him to actually get the settlers out. This seems like he's gonna not have enough cities to keep on growing with enough tempo to actually get to be stronger than what Byzantium is gonna do in the next part of the game for him. There are quite yeah. Anyway, plus de batterie, sorry. Oh. The batteries of the mouse have just died. Uh-oh. Well, anyway, let me actually change it a little bit here because it's starting to get hot and I don't want to, overload my body over here. Theodora sent her missionary yet? Yes, one to the east side. I see only one to the east side, none to the western side. Valladolid already has his great prophet out and will establish a religion. While I do have to say we only have 2 religions, 3 are left open. So Babylon and Spain could definitely get them. Let's see on Babylon. He's 1 turn off from getting to finish this project, and he does need 30 points. So he should get it. He should get it actually. Like he should get it next turn or the next few turns after. And I do have to say, already we do have 4 of these heavy chariots, 6 of these pre-built over here in the cities of Byzantium, and I don't see that many on Arabia. Uh-oh. Okay, let me change. You didn't see anything, okay? You did not see anything. And I had my jeans on. It is what it is. Theodora was a plus 18. Yeah, that is gonna be an issue. I would say that is a big issue. Well, okay, we got a team plus there. It's just little opponents that need to put a plus. And we were getting very close to the next era, right? 6 turns. We got a little bit of time. Persia did finish his encampment and started rolling in the points here, only 2.3. I believe he does have God of War and Plunder, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. So he's getting those double points from the, or I should say extra points, not double points, from the encampment. With builders feudalism, his settlers did manage to get out, and they're starting to run around to try to find their settle spots. Where is he going with this? I hope not there. I really hope he's not going in between the mountains, and I really hope he's gonna go here. And this one, where is he going? Okay, northeast. This is a very bad city. This is not worth. This is really not worth. Maybe this one over here, but this is definitely not worth. Like, it will cannibalize basically the hills of Bactri, and you do want Bactri as a second city to actually be very strong. So yeah, this should not be. Okay, we got the team pluses coming in. Pingala also establishing the city of Baghdad from Arabia, and we're going to need to see how all of these units from Byzantium are going to manage to go forward. He's also getting his stirrups in 2 turns with mercenaries next turn, so he's going to have the ability to upgrade those units with the half cost. This is going to be very important. Getting another encampment training project from Ansira. I do notice Hannibal Barca is going to be one of the next ones. He's only on 1 point a turn, but if he does manage to get a project, he's going to get that. Zankian is still here, and I would imagine Kree is going to be the one that's going to have the honor of picking it while he's going to finish his Ancestral Hall next turn. Kree still has major issues here getting his sim up. 67 points of production with 19 science and 32 culture. I'm quite surprised Niedershire is actually on 63, but at the same time, I do have to agree that he did actually get that Ancestral Hall and started chopping out his settlers, which slowed him. Well, at the moment he slowed down, but he's going to catch up in the next 20 turns. Banks, a city on the coast facing Spain. I don't think it will work. Wait, city on the coast facing Spain. They're opponents, no? Yeah, they're opponents. Oh, you mean this city? Yeah, you're right. You're right. For a second then, when I said this, I was thinking they're allies, but yeah, you're right. They're actually opponents. The Mediterranean Sea is gonna be a problem, and I do notice Ramanis is actually sending one of these settlers. Yeah, one in the south. Still did not go for the southern settlers, and I'm pretty sure it's quite safe to actually get into the waters here. You know, while Gran Colombia is starting to get a few horses out, he's also plugging in more libraries in his campuses. We do have Pompey 59 science with 38 culture, while Aramanis is only on 38 and 51. Dabble, what belief Theodora and Arabia have? So Theodora went for choral music plus crusade. He has the +5 against his opponent units when he's gonna have a city following his religion. And Arabia did go for Hinduism with work ethic, dairy mares, and stewardship. That he got Stonehenge also, and he did manage to get the third belief. Medina did get picked up. Looks like Burikot is also keeping the encampment down of Arabia, so he doesn't let him get those projects so he can recruit one of those generals. Arabia, I don't think he even managed to get a single point out. Like from the turn that encampment actually finished, it died. It just died. He never actually got to repair them. Never actually got to roll a single turn with the encampment alive. We do have an apostle here from Aleppo, and since we are starting to get into the next era zone, let's actually take a look at how many of these era score points do they have. Burikot is going to get the golden age, 53-51. Pompey does need 8 more points here, 49 out of 57. Fana is 5 points away. Pico, that's fine with 1 point over. Valeb is going to be 41 out of 44. And we do have Virgiles, well, I guess we do have a bit of a problem here. Dark Age, Dark Age, Dark Age, and then Aramanis is going to be 8 points from getting his golden. Not Defender of the Faith. Yeah, he didn't go Defender of the Faith. I don't think he can get it anymore. I don't think he can get the Defender anymore. Yeah, I don't think he can get it anymore. Or can he? Because it's Defender is the same with the how to say the candle. Defender is the same category as the candle. So that would be the fourth possible category that he can get. I do have to also point out we got the Hippodrome starting to show up here. This is the unique replacement entertainment complex that Byzantium has, and it will pop out 3 units from it. Very important. Byzantium is going to need to also probably move these heavy chariots slowly into the city of Medina, and since that city has full loyalty, and he's going to need to upgrade them there to start attacking into the next Arabian units much more strongly. He already does a lot of damage with his horses against the horses of Arabia. Can you imagine what happens when he's actually going to get knights out? Ooh, he just got him. Look at this, 62 attack strength against the horses, 40. That's a problem. We do have Virgil getting engineering and also divine right, but that still puts him quite far away from getting coursers, even with his 43 science and 43 culture. Another general has been picked up, Hannibal Barca this time around, and I do have to say we're still on the 30 pointers. Burica is going to be the next one for military engineers, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're actually going to see another one of these projects coming around. I do also want to point out Burikot is spending a lot of these builder charges to get all of these farms going so he can grow his cities, not to mention of course get some production points over there, while he's moving all of his army to the south. This is a major invasion army, like we're talking 490 military strength versus 225 with also higher strength on each unit. That's a major problem. It would be hard to keep active against Byzantium. Yeah, for sure. I don't think he's gonna keep his religion for long. Like this city is already converted with 2 followers. This one is tied to 3 and 3. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna work for that much longer. But anyway, Arabia did manage to also get his Mamluk technology from discovering stirrups, and I do see the first one is coming up from Aleppo. Probably next turn, I would imagine he's gonna wanna chop it. Did manage to get feudalism builders for the extra +5 also, and we do see almost everybody's trying to get their divine right. We did have Kree also picking up Zhangqiang, yeah, I was saying right, for the extra trade out capacity, while Hypatia is going to be picked up by Arabia. He's going to get that free library and the extra science on each of his libraries from then on. Finally, Campus is coming up from Kree. He did manage to start expanding, and we do see multiple settlers are getting into the build queues of his initial 2 settles there, while he's also going to get some horses so he can possibly defend against an attack. I did also notice Lotaro there was getting a lot of units towards the north. We're going to need to take a look if he's pushing or not. Well. Now this is the big question. Yeah. It's still possible to push through. He got defender. He got defender, guys. He got defender. He did get defender. Fourth belief activated. He got defender. Babylon got tithe as an option. Sikhism by Spain with pilgrimage and Jesuit education. We do have 2 Byzantium missionaries going towards Valladolid to convert that city center, and by the looks of it, 2 of them are also going towards the east side so they can convert the Babylonian religion city Mashkaf Shapir. That's going to give him +2 taxes trade from each. Another +4 will be acquired on the Byzantine units against his opponents, and that's besides his crusade, not to mention his general advantage. I'm actually very surprised that Arabia did not try to chop an encampment in another city, because at the moment it does seem like he's desperately in need of a general, more defense, somehow more defensive points. He did manage to plug in a Victor, I guess, in the city of Sana'a, and will probably want to get the garrison commander. Yes, he does have garrison commander. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Hippodromes 3 turns for another unit. Encampment training project coming up from Masira, and I do see already, let's see how much. Oh, there we go, a knight just popped out. So we got 3 knights on the front line. Already 3 knights on the front line. Median captured? Yes, actually, you're right. I need to finish the prediction, right? We got La Tribu de Fana managing to knock this on the board over here with Theodora pushing through Arabia's defenses. And start the prediction for who will win. La Tribu de Fana versus Lescar. There we go. 30 minutes is a submission period. Well. You just converted Aleppo. Well. That is a problem. And the Mamluk, no more support bonus next to it. Looks like he's getting pushed back over there. Oh, I see Aleppo again. It got reconverted there. And getting himself again the defender of the faith allows this Mamluk to be a bit stronger. But we do have so many units coming out, so many units coming in for the fighting here from Buriko. They're just pouring through. It's an avalanche of units from Byzantium. And to be honest, just look at Arabia. 4 units barely getting his next Mamluks going. Another 2 are coming out from Aleppo and Cairo. And I do see Sana is also going to try to get one out. Probably the gold might be a problem here. I do have to point out on the gold per turn, we do have Lev managing to get 106 points of gold with 57 science and 66 culture on 246 cities, getting his production capabilities up with the industrial zones here. I do see that's a +3, which he could aqueduct. We do have also quite an army of builders with feudalism bonuses, starting to also chop around his territory here. Did manage to get that city Plymouth in the south, and the one in the north is going to be non-freshwater Portsmouth. We do have him at least with a banana over there, and I think he actually did manage to get audience chamber as a building of choice, not ancestral hall, so he didn't pop a builder. He had to build it or buy it. Pingala did establish in the city of Bristol for more science, and at the moment it does seem like he's okay-ish. No. What's happening with the production difference? Uh-oh. Look at the production difference. Pico, 180 points of production. Still getting industrial zones everywhere. Oracle getting built in Durkurigazu, while we do have him getting magnets in the city of Shapir, working on industrial zone logistic projects so he can get the great Emotep, while, oh my god, he's like double the amount of production of his opponents here. Okay, what's going on here? Do we have the attack coming in? Okay, he's wrapping around also through the one tile choke through that T tile over there, and I do see he wants to take the city of Sana. That is going to be tough to handle, and we're going to need to see if Byzantium is going to manage to get some catapults going. So it's going to be, or trebuchets I should say, going. He started to pillage a few of those. That was a mine for a bit of gold. Yeah, he's negative, but that's fine. And I do have to point out Theodora, because he's applying so much pressure on his opponent. He's keeping so low Virgil in the science that he actually can keep up with him. He also has a lot more culture because of that choral music in his religion. 116 points of production, 118 points of faith. Virgil is on 122 points of production and only 107 points of faith. Oh, he started, like, Virgil was actually adding so many production points on these Mamluks from the chops, but he kind of ran out of chops. So yeah, that's a problem. That is a bit of a problem here. We're also going to need to see if Byzantium is going to come out with some stronger ranged units. I do notice he's already starting to convert the city of Valladolid, while he's about to actually get into the borders of Makcha Shapir with the first missionary. He's definitely going to start putting that up. We do also see Gran Colombia did send a few units towards Persia, couldn't manage to actually cross the river safely and start attacking into Persia's units. Hansa is a city-state that is not being held by anybody. We do have a lot of players actually just getting the one envoy in, and that's it. More horses coming out and a few more commercials from Gran Colombia. He did manage to put that city of Santa Marta on the right side, and started working on another one of those +3 campuses here next to the mountains and the geothermal. With some production capabilities going a little bit stronger, we do have at the moment Pompeo 94 points of production versus Aramanis is 81. Doesn't seem like there's that much of a difference between them, does it? And let's see, did they go for something here? No, but we do have this archer over here that is just gonna get it. This archer won't know what hit him. Did he just buy a general with the faith? 450 faith over there. Yeah, he did buy a general with the faith. Well, I guess it's much better than not having one, right? And we just jumped into the new era. We do have golden across the board over here on the side of La Tribu de Fana. While on the other side, on Lescar, we do only have Virgil and Aramanis going for the golden age. Kree did go dark age. Whoa, that is a bit of an issue. Dark age Kree. Well, if he was behind, now he's gonna be way behind. He's on 32 science, 29 culture. Well, as you can see, the other stats. Yeah, but at least he did manage to get quite a wave of settlers here. 1, 2, 3 going, and we're going to need to see if he actually, with this setup, with this flow of his units, he's gonna manage to get stronger. We shall see. Okay, this Mamluk does seem like it's gonna go down. Byzantium, I'm pretty sure he does want to secure the kill, not actually just, you know, play around with his food. Yeah. CC o'clock. I mean, if they lose Arabia, that is kind of their, you know, their strong point over here. We do have Foreign Ministry coming up from London in 5, and yes, I do see he's getting to aqueduct that northern city. Getting a few more settlers, and we're just a few moments away, a few seconds away from actually switching the era. On Babylon, still didn't get to convert this. We do have Valladolid still needs to activate the missionaries for an extra +2 taxes trade. I gotta say, when he's gonna activate the extra +2 taxes trade, his knights are definitely gonna be stronger than the Mamluks of Arabia. Yeah, but not right now. Okay, he already has +4 from the taxi straight. What? Oh, he never mind. But I switched the screen and he actually converted. Never mind. Let's get this out of the way, and we're gonna have a quick pause. There's no silver. There's no silver. Okay. Be right back. 2 minutes. Right on time. So does La Tribu de Fana mean tribe of fanatics? No, no, it actually means Fana tribe. So Fana is a player, and this is his tribe, basically. Rumor has it Fana tribe wants to CC. Oh no, Fana tribe wants to CC. I don't think. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. They're not gonna be happy about this. Let's actually see. Yeah, there we go. He's starting to convert Mashka Shapir slowly but surely. We did have him getting another +2 taxi straight, and since we did jump into a new era, let's see. Monarchy getting a wildcard policy slot. Coco, no amenities. That's a lot of amenities that are not gonna be available. And Fana did gain the 2 Diplo points. So Fana over here is of course Philip II. If he's getting the Diplo points, he also has the water to place his Statue of Liberty. I do want to take a quick peek over here if anything's major gonna happen, but I don't think anything major is gonna happen by the looks of it. Very yeah, slowly they're getting here. He did manage to get that second general. Buricot, minus 20 gold, 114 points of production, 42 science, 96 culture. More campuses coming around for that extra advantage. And I'm pretty sure he did go for Pen Russian voice with so much culture. 139 faith a turn. He started buying out a few of these archers so he can upgrade them into crossbows soon. He does have machinery coming out next turn, and he does want to spend the faith first. Yeah, I do also notice the city of Medina here. Oh, he did manage to convert both Aleppo and the city of Sana with his units, and now he can actually attack into the horse across the river over there and get in between the units of Arabia. This is gonna give him enough strength, and he does have enough units to get onto the same tile, so he can keep on eating at these Arabian Mamluks slowly but surely, wrap around the cities of Aleppo here. Pompey with printing coming around, 67 science and 46 culture. He did manage to put that city loja and got a defense around it. While he did try to attack into that encampment, the Vrey couldn't actually punch through it. We do have some more of these campuses coming around from him, and of course the science is going to get a little bit higher. Usually Gran Colombia doesn't like to go for his Llaneros, so we should see a lot more horses coming around because, well, the Llaneros do upgrade from them. I do see Fana also with Pen Brush and Voice Golden Age, 85 science and 70 culture to the northwest of this major war, and that's another Mamluk being down. Another one of these horses got taken down immediately. The Byzantine units did cross the river, and we're going to need to see if they do manage to actually punch through the defenses of their opponent's cities. Oh my god, did he just expose that Mamluk to attacks from 2 units? Oh, he did. Anyway. Yeah, looks like the city of Aleppo is gonna slowly be taken down. All of these units that he bought are gonna move on the front line. Fana here is getting his science up, 139 points of production, and I do have to point out universities already are starting to be built in his territory. With more lighthouses, he's gonna get the trade routes to connect, and of course, yeah, he did establish a religion, but he lost it just as well. In the scientist screen, we do have Hildegard of Bingen next, and we're gonna need to see if one of the face-generating civilization is gonna pick it for the holy site advantage. I do see also the first engineer did get picked up by Babylon, did manage to get Imhotep. We do have Raja Todarmal on Persia, and I do see the next one is gonna be Bisheng. In the Great General screen, we got Ethelflaed next, and that's about it. Right on the important people, doesn't seem like it's anything amazing. Pico, 82 science, 122 culture, did get 244 points of production. He's more than double the highest productive one from his opponents. Wow, got Colosseum over here, probably with Imhotep, getting his foreign ministry next turn. Got Oracle in the city of Durkul Gazu, where I believe he's actually gonna put at some point the Pingala. I don't see it anywhere yet, so I would imagine he still needs to actually get that going. Liang keeps puddle jumping everywhere so he can get that city park improvement, and of course he is getting his setup going for his industrial zones with also 97 gold at 10. Looks like he's in a prime position to actually carry this game for a long time. He's very close to also Gran Colombia, so nobody's gonna get to him. He's quite far away from Cree, and Cree just doesn't have enough strength on his units to actually do anything, not to mention science and culture. Looking at Valeb, we do have him on 74 science and 54 culture, 246 cities. With foreign ministry coming up from London, we do have a few more settlers getting out of his cities, while he's plugging in Liang for more defense in the city of Sheffield. I think we do need to take a look what's going on here. So looks like we do have Virgile S realizing that the city of Aleppo is just going to be taken down whatever he does, and he's going to give it up with a Mamluk inside of it. I would imagine Byzantium still needs to build a road between Medina and his capital city. While he did manage to get a military engineer, that will definitely help him get also a road around the mountains so he can get to the city of Sana. Is this going to be a pause or something? Not sure what happened. PP time? I don't know what happened. Oh, Virgil disconnected from Discord. And he's thinking he crashed. I mean, Discord again is very iffy right now today. I don't know what happened. They did an update or something, but it's very iffy. I think it's because the animation they put on the screens of the voice channels. Like when you click on a voice channel and you actually, or the text of the voice channel, it's gonna have like a quick animation there or something in the background, and that just that doesn't work properly. Okay, he's getting it back. Where were we? Saladin, 62 science, 50 culture, 114 production, 100 faith points, but he's getting smashed over here by Byzantium, slowly but surely losing his position on his defensive stance in the north and getting pushed back, even if he does have the same technology as Byzantium. These units, these knights of Byzantium with the +4 taxis rate, soon to be +6. Yeah, he does have +6 taxis rate, crusade belief activated, and of course the general, also words of religion, which at the moment I don't think Mamluks have that. Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have words of religion. So definitely Byzantium, much stronger units against his opponent here. Okay, Westzold, 43 science, 28 culture, unfortunately went Dark Age, and from what I do see, he did manage to start expanding. 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, gonna get 8 cities with the one to the northeast, that's gonna settle on the aluminium by the looks of it. He did manage to put down an encampment and will need to start getting some projects out. I gotta say, his cities on the western side are extremely exposed, and by the looks of it, he's not gonna have units to defend himself if Byzantium is just gonna take a right. Prepare to lose the bets. Echo Supreme is shouting out. Yeah, might be. Might be. Oh, Pika Africa. Pico. Pika. Anyway, stirrups next turn from Wizzold, by the way, and I do have to say it kind of seems like he didn't get that many heavy chariots to actually discover stirrups. Anyway, Naramanis, 82 science, 45 culture, free inquiry golden age this time. He's on 2, 4, 6, 7 series, and I do see the 8th one is also moving towards the south of Sinai over there, or hopefully. We do have him getting a few spearmen on the western side, so he can push back or keep away all of the Grand Colombian units that might come towards his cities here. He did manage to get also his Diplo quarter. Tarsus actually did get settled between the mountains. That this is so surprising to me that he got this city here. Again, he's cannibalizing the other tiles. Like this city of Tarsus can only work the northwest and the east, right? He has 1, 2, 3, 4 hills. This is gonna be a campus. He's remaining on 3 hills. And then he's going to need to buy out all of the third rings. And at 6 pop, he's just not going to have any tiles to use. Because I'm pretty sure he's not going to cannibalize the city of Ray here, right? He's not going to get these hills away from the city of Ray because he needs them. It's not like that city has hills anyway. It's a bit too clumped up, I know usually it's good for defense, it's good for reinforcement rate to actually get these going, but unfortunately, whenever you take a look at the city center or you take a look at the map over there, you do need to see what kind of possibilities you're going to have on that land to actually improve it in the long term. What happens at 7 pop, 10 pop, and so on and so forth. You gotta take that into account whenever you scout out possible city spots. I do see also intelligence agency coming up importance from Mashad. He did manage to get 104 production points, but he's not even coming close to what production Pico has. Okay, I guess he's not a simmer, right? It's Valeb that's going to be the simmer, but look at the production difference. Double on Hammurabi. Literally double on Hammurabi. Wow. Wow. That just, wow. Stark difference, I would say, right? Stark. Just waiting for the game to be upposed. Not sure what we're waiting. Donated the whole 1 CP for everybody to fight over. Yes. Wait, what's a CP? What's that? Now it's more even. Yeah. 1 culture point? You mean 1 culture point? Oh, channel point. I see. Okay, we got a team plus. Pika is back. Pum 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 pum. Where are you? Where are you? Boycott is asking. Where are you? Ooh, the crossbows did get upgraded. He's gonna start moving that military engineer to start putting down the roads here. And yeah, there we go. Finally, Team Plus from Valeb. Okay, there aren't that many movement points available for these Byzantine units, and I do see he did get a level 2 crossbow that is going to start eating away at the strength of the Arabian Mamluks very, very quickly. We don't have yet some trebuchets or catapults to attack into the city centers and be a bit more efficient than the Byzantine units, but I'm pretty sure his knights are strong enough with 70 strength. Even if Aleppo does have a Mamluk inside of it, it's still going to be strong enough. We do have him not able to actually put that city under siege because he does need to get onto the lake there, but the city of Fana might actually get that. We do need to see also if Byzantium is gonna sniff around these traders in the south. I'm pretty sure he has the vision over this territory. No, he does not have the vision. Oh my god, Burikot, you might as well just scout around a little bit with the horse, no? Smell the princesses on the traders, no? Yeah, no, doesn't seem like it's happening. It is what it is. 2 turns for Victor to establish in Antioch. We do have quite an array of libraries getting out from Byzantium, and I do see Hildegard of Bingen is about to be picked up by Grand Columbia there, not that he actually has a holy site. Grand Columbia doesn't have more units coming in towards the city of Loja, even though he's building a few horses. Looks like he's actually putting them in the south. Not sure exactly where he wants to go with them, but it looks like he keeps on moving towards the south. Wait, he might actually want to go to Elizabeth? Well, Elizabeth does have 32 defense strength cities, but they're not going to be good, as in the horses are not going to be good enough to attack into that. Anyway, Grand Columbia will get the opportunity to maybe get horses here. He is getting his printing out in 4 turns, and he does have 80 science with 52 culture against Valeb's 74 and 53. Okay, let's see what we have here. Well, General got pushed back in the city of Sana. That means these units on the western side, at least these two, are not going to get the bonus. We do have Aleppo also about to be taken over. There are 3 knights, one with promotion that could actually get that going, or one behind it that does have full strength and could attack into it. But like Chad said earlier, he might actually want the crusade ability against these opponents here. Look at the damage, 75 against the Mamluks, 60. That is insane. That is insane. I gotta say, these units of Arabia usually are very strong. This time around, they're kind of made out of thin paper. Quite a problem. We do have the army of crossbows starting to make their way towards the cities of Arabia, and taking a look at this, it's not like Arabia did not want to actually get all of his Mamluks out. He's trying to get as many as possible. Wait, is this again Rebelot? What is the Rebelot? What is Rebelot? Something rebelled? Defender of seems pretty useless against Byzantine Crusade. Yeah, it is. Because he cannot reconvert his cities. He's trying. Do you see he's getting missionaries to try to reconvert his cities? But he just cannot do it. He cannot do it fast enough. He's losing. He doesn't have enough strength on his units to not lose them, unfortunately, for him. Printing in 5 turns from Virgil, also Burikot printing in 5 turns. They're kind of about the same science here, so it doesn't seem like that's that much of a difference. We do have more of these libraries also finishing on Byzantium. We're going to see another campus here from Constantinople. That is going to be a +2 at least, while he's going to need to follow up with more units. So Virgil is saying that again his Discord crashed. And Discord is kind of iffy today. Okay. Oh, Fez is about to go down. Who is that city center? Is it, yeah, it is used by Pompey with 11 of those, and I do see how money did get plugged in. The city is trying to get the ancient walls in 3 turns here, and we do have 3 units that are not strong enough to actually push through it, not losing, without losing that much strength. I do see Creed did manage to get his, some of his sources, some promotions, and will have the extra +5 from the Dark Age. Rebelot is again. Oh, I see. Thank you. Thank you, Nami. Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Rebelot. I guess I need to remember that. Rebelot, 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 Rebelot. Let me get some water in the meantime. It's a card game, La Belote. Oh. Oh. Wait a second. What was the card game? I saw actually when I went to France over there in Paris. You guys really like card games. Really like card games. Very nice. So La Belote card game is a 32 card trick taking ace-10 game played primarily in France and certain European countries. Interesting. Huh. Nice. I'm gonna look it up. So Aleppo is about to go down here. There is another knight that could actually take it over completely, while we do have the Byzantine crossbow starting to appear on that front line. The city of Fana is already placed under siege. Byzantium does have this horse that could actually go into the south. There are 4 of these Crete traders that are moving towards the cities of Arabia, so they can get as much gold per turn to try to get some funds for his team, for their teammates. I do have to point out also Crete did manage to get to discover knights, so that would mean he's gonna need to hard build the knights unless he actually gives away his iron here. Getting his foreign ministry from Civ6 and started to build the catapult so he can take out Fez. He did attack Fez with his 3 horses, and as you can see, they're taking quite a bit of damage, but it looks like he might actually do it. He might take it over at the sacrifice of these horses' health. He might do it in the end. Getting a few more commercials, but you do see unfortunately how much it takes, because he did the cities a bit too late. Now it cost him so much to actually get those down. Sana is getting ancient walls. Well, that's not that great. That's really not that great. The cities already got converted, right? So wait a second. Wait. Okay, another one of those got taken down. This one is gonna be easy peasy getting pushed over here. There is a trader that he could actually pillage. There we go, 50, and the Sana is starting to be hit by the crossbows. His catapult was getting chopped out of Antioch, and I do see 2 of them did get out. I would imagine also, since he did manage to get his monarchy, he did also get a GMC, right? Because he bought all of those archers. So now, well, it's easy. He to use that faith pattern of 142 to get more of these units on the field. While on the cities of Elizabeth here, we do have him going for his campuses and another wave of settlers. I do have to point out Grand Colombia starting to actually, oh my god, look at all of these traders. 3 traders going north, and look at this. We got a horse on the sugar tile getting ready like Asterix to actually go against these traders over here. This is gonna be a massacre. Oof. Yeah, same with the ones that are going towards the south, right? Or are they any going towards the south? I'm not sure anymore. Rey, Pasagarde, Lahore. Yeah, there's one. There's only one going to Lahore. Okay, got it. He probably got it for a mission or something. Okay, Byzantium Knight just going around that Mamluk. He could definitely damage it, but he does want to get into pillaging possible tiles. And I do have to point out, you do see all of the builders, the army of builders of Arabia, trying to actually get chops onto these Mamluks. He's trying to put as many of these into it, but he's running out. He's running out very quickly of chops. Okay, we probably will see Aleppo being taken over this turn. Tech side, we do have Saladin getting his printing in 4th. Burikot is going to have it a little bit faster. And it seems like he still didn't take out Aleppo. Well, I guess this Mamluk is on a tile that Aleppo is affecting. So he does get the Crusade ability on it. That is the campus, right? The big campus. Sun. Oh, what? Never mind. Gonna do it a little bit later in the turn. Wanted to take a look at the Byzantine unit. If I remember correctly, the Byzantine bonuses do give you that, let's say. Yep. So it's only Basil that does the full damage with the heavy and the light caps, not Theodora. He's gonna need to get those catapults, and he's getting them. So no issues right there. Well. Let's see what's happening here. Looks like the Grand Colombian horse did get onto the road. He sees what's going on here. He's also about to see the traders that are going towards the cities of Purge. I gotta say, since we do have Valef here sending those traders towards an ally, he cannot reset them. He cannot declare war on the city-states so they can come back to his own cities. He's just gonna lose them here. More aqueducts are being placed for the extra production points GCC on his industrial zones. I do have to say he still has a few chops in the capital and starting to get more cities out on the eastern side. At the moment Valeb is jumping up in science slowly but surely with 122 points of production. But I do see also Pompey does manage to get his 95 and 87 and 54. Did manage to also recruit Abu. That's not really going to help him because he doesn't have a single holy site, but still it got denied from his opponents. From what I do see, he did also discover Galileo Galilei. Now this is one of the scientists before Newton, and of course Ibn Khaldun. We're gonna need to wait and see when that's gonna appear. Okay, more knights coming around the mountains towards the city of Sana. The walls are getting up in 2 turns, but the knights do need to spend a lot of health if they want to attack into it. And I do have to say the Mamluks don't seem to be that strong to attack into the knights. 73 against 81, I mean. Okay, how much are they actually gonna heal? Not much. Not that much. Only 15 points. Actually, that is not that much on the Mamluks heal. The crossbows also probably will need to cross the river on the western side, so he can actually get, I would say, the initial shots on the Mamluks and follow up with the knight attacks. Okay, well, that's unfortunately one of his knights down, and the city of Sana is back into back from under siege. It's not under siege anymore. We do have the catapults coming around, and let's take a look at the other cities. What's going on here? More industrial zones from Spain. He did jump up to 186 points of production, again significantly higher than his opponents here. Has a few more settlers to come out of his cities, and do see at least 2 more coming out, and he's building up his intelligence agency. Actually did not get a campus over there in between the mountains. He got a theater square between the mountains. Is he planning to get Machu Picchu here for that extra adjacency? He might, no? I'm actually very surprised. Well, I guess this campus also did have the reef tile next to it, so, you know, he's getting some extra adjacency points there also. Looking at Cree, foreign ministry coming up from Mikisi watching in 4 turns. This seems like it's a bit of a mistake. I would have thought, well, I guess intelligence agency would have been a much better choice, because he does need as much strength as possible against Byzantium, and getting a free spy, especially in the situation that he doesn't really have that much production to work around, would help him quite a bit here. We do have another wave of Byzantine knights coming in, and just look at the difference of the army's size over here. So many more units on Byzantium over the units of Arabia here. The city of Sana did also get reconverted. There was an Arabian apostle that did spread that religion there, and I do see his walls are gonna get out the next turn. Even if he does manage to push that city with 3 units, it doesn't seem like he's gonna manage to do enough damage until the walls are gonna go down completely. The catapults are gonna start eating away, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna have these crossbows moving on the western side, so he can start putting them to work. This knight pillaged the holy site, slowing down Arabia's ability to actually get some faith per turn. He doesn't get to use his faith per turn anymore. He's on drums of war right now. No more monumentality. Doesn't have GMC. Didn't get to build it yet. So yeah, he doesn't have the ability to actually use his faith at all right now. Okay, let me get some water. My okay, let's actually see. So the catapults going to work on the city of Sana. We do have the knights also starting to get around that river bend. I do see English traders are getting picked off over here quite quickly, and Gran Colombia is starting to get his horses through the water in the Caspian Sea on the right side. He does have the ability to actually get into the tiles of Persia from the south through the city of Sparta and Halicarnassus. Well, Persia does see this at least one horse. I do see he does have a lot of spearmen in his main cities. Might send a few of them towards the south. Yeah, there we go. So he can actually plug out those chokes and not allow the units of Gran Colombia to just get their upgrades and start smashing down the cities. Castles also coming around the next turn. I do want to see. No, Gran Colombia did get castles this turn. Okay, so he does have that ability. Crossbows also from Byzantium getting onto the front line with that necessary strength against the Mamluks. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so it kind of looks like slowly but surely the Arabian defenses are falling. We do have Byzantium that needs to save a few of these low HP knights, get them back and get their promotions up. But with crossbows starting to get onto the field here, it's definitely going to be a big issue keeping these. I would say keeping these Arabian Mamluks actually alive. As you can see, these crossbows are just going to eat into that strength, no problem. Oh wow, oh wow, knight, promote, promote. Well, this one can actually deal the damage, and there are others that could actually get there. Could move this back into Aleppo, can get this other one onto the front line and take out this other Mamluk. Drill a pathway. We do have the catapults that still need to take out the city centers, and as you can see, probably the next two shots are going to manage to actually take that down. The crossbow did finish the job on the Mamluk with a full strength knight now in between these other ones. Doesn't seem like the knight is going to be phased by all of that strength. Cairo does not have defender of the faith anymore because the religion did get taken out from there. And let's take a look what Gran Colombia is doing here. Okay, we got caravel strength cities from England. He's gonna have 51 strength. Even the courses are gonna have major issues going through this. Defensive posture from Persia to not allow Gran Colombia to get too much through, but the damage has been done. Low right now the goal per turn from Elizabeth I did go down quite a bit. He's on only on 66, and of course all of those were externals for him. We do have also 114 gold on Klee and 111 gold a turn for Nader Shah here. Okay. Commercials, small commercials from Cree. Byzantium is starting to actually get another army towards the southeast. Looks like he might actually be looking at attacking into Cree next. And if he does that, it doesn't seem like he's going to manage to withstand it. So many trade routes are also left open, but there is so much focus on the city of Fana. It doesn't seem like the trade routes are going to be anywhere in danger at the moment. We're definitely going to need to see how Byzantium is going to get to punch through this. And I'm actually quite surprised. Oh, he moved back his trebuchets. He moved back his catapult so he can upgrade them into trebuchets. The general did not get pushed back into Sana. It got pushed back into Cairo. That leaves all of these units in the city of Sana actually all alone over there against the elements. Okay, that city should be down. There are 3 knights around it that could do enough damage to take it down, no problem. This crossbow, this should... Yeah, both of them. Okay, so those are not going to get through. There is another one here that is going to start doing more damage. He can start shooting, and it looks like the knight on the western side did get taken down. Okay, here, what's going on? Corsairs upgrades. England is sending one of his knights to see what's going on with Grand Columbia's army toward the northwest of Bristol. He did spot these horses in the forest, and I'm pretty sure he's going to try to get a few more units of his own soon. No, he's not. He only has a single knight to defend this. Okay. On the side of Babylon, you do see that he did manage to jump up to 312 points of production here. Also seems Arabia lost faith. Yeah, yeah, he lost his faith. Corsairs coming out from Babylon, and I do see he's finishing up his industrial zones for that more production. 157 science, 150 culture with a pen brush and voice. This science is his. He's gonna remain with this science, and we're also gonna need to see if it does manage to start getting some projects out, because England, Elizabeth is on 11 great scientist points at 10. We got Spain on 10, and Babylon is 22 points at 10. Of course, using Pingala and Oracle, not to mention having that theater square, the campus, and I do see a commercial with an encampment in Durkuli Galzu. He's gonna get all of those extra points from both of the bonuses of Oracle, plus of course the bonuses of Pingala, to give him so many more great person points. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus also getting built in Eshuna, while at the moment it's still in the engineering screen James of St. George. It looks like Bisheng did get picked up by Babylon earlier, getting himself those bonuses. Okay. Uh-oh, knights coming out, knights coming out. Woo, woo, woo. We got knights coming out, and it does seem like the city of Sana is soon gonna fall. We do have the city down to almost 0 HP. I'm pretty sure the trebuchets are gonna finish it over, and the next units are just gonna fall down to his crossbows. We do have Byzantium that needs to move out really quickly one of his knights, if he even has the spot to move it out, because it doesn't seem like it. Oh, he did also discover the nationalism. He's going to get the core ability on these units. He does have enough of them to core up, but I think he's just going to want to use them like they are right now. Did he just sacrifice one of his Mamluks? I guess he did. Well, anyway. Yeah, that's just going to be a problem. Okay, he can focus fire on one of the Arabian Mamluks here. Definitely will need to again get back his knights and replace them with full strength ones. He is managing to get all of that invasion army towards Mistah Sipik on Cree, and that is when he's gonna arrive over there, that is gonna be an issue. As in, it's already a very big issue that Arabia is falling. It's a very big issue that Grand Colombia is getting in between the trader lines between Persia and England here. They won't be able to actually stop not getting gold. This is a problem. How are they going to correct their economies anymore? We do have also Spain managing to get his production capabilities a little bit higher on 128, and he does have 128 science with 99 culture. Pembrush and Voice Golden is coming out. Aqueducts Valladolid, Aqueducts Valencia to get those extra housing points, and let's actually see over here. There's no general at the moment. I'm actually a bit surprised because I'm pretty sure he does have 2 generals, right? He does have Hannibal Barca and Ethelfled. Oh, Hannibal Barca and Trunk-Trak, but no next one. Okay. Well, I guess he's keeping that for extra movement points. That makes sense. And now these Knight Corps are probably going to be an impossible unit for the Mamluks to push through. They're 92 strength on the defense. I do see the Mamluks did manage to get the Wars of Religion card going, so that extra +4 did get nullified over there. We do have Gran Colombia starting to chop trebuchets in the newly settled city of Maracaibo, while he's going to need to put some gold into these courses. I'm pretty sure he's waiting for the Llaneros. We do have some more of these courses coming out from him, and some of them are actually going towards the city of Hansa, while Persia did put up a very good defense with Spearmen. Of course, he's going to need pikemen, at least pikemen, if he actually wants to defend the Llaneros. And usually not even those to defend the Mamluks. Wow. The Llaneros. Seeing Mamluks, thinking Mamluks, and then saying Mamluks. Oh well. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to actually keep Sana. No? To not keep Sana, as in. I don't think there is any reason to actually not take over that city center. It's not like this Mamluk, for example, it's in his border. This one, yes, but it doesn't matter anymore, right? Or at least I don't think it matters anymore. Oh man, crossbowman core 80 strength unit. And that's just a level 1. Imagine when he's gonna core up this level 2. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's going anywhere with this. On the side of Persia, I do see he's getting spied on by Gran Colombia at the moment. I didn't see a spy yet into the English territory, and of course that's where his army is actually going towards. Actually, I do want to take a look here. Does he have vision? Yeah, he does have vision over a few cities from Elizabeth I, so he's gonna know what's going on there. We do have Gran Colombia managing to get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 of these coursers. We do need to see how quickly he's also going to manage to get to nationalism, so he can get to couple them up and get them more strength. Usually they're extremely deadly. Yeah, he did manage to get a decent amount of science, keeping up with the science of Elizabeth I, and Araman is next to him. Words of religion doesn't help if you have no different majority religion. Yes, it doesn't. You need to have majority. Actually, wait a second. Is it majority, or is it just establish a religion? That's a good question. Because usually I do see them as establishing a religion. But anyway, now the units of Byzantium did manage to get into the borders of Cree, and these cities don't have strength. This is Cree with 66 science and 46 culture. He's just gonna get overwhelmed. Cree did manage to get the city of Fez, never actually repositioned his units towards the northwest, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna start losing cities extremely quickly, since these knights can actually two-shot them with the +3 intel, with the +6 combat strength from the taxis. I do notice it's gonna be way too easy for Byzantium to actually take over the Cree cities. Beautiful, just Byzantium just doing massive work here. He's seeing all of the traders, guys. He's seeing all of the traders. Look at this gold pattern just going down, going down, going down. Oh my god, man. That is so much strength. Lol. Horseman Core just being a big man over there. Wait, did he just get +8? No, not yet. He still needs to actually convert Cairo. Never mind. This city does have an apostle next to it, right? Actually, 2 apostles next to it. He's trying to stop him from getting the +8 taxes straight. That's gonna be just, imagine Byzantium is unstoppable. +8 plus the general plus the core ability, just unstoppable. Okay, Mistahisi pick about to go down. Yes, there was a knight upgraded over there by Cree that did boost the garrison strength of definitely a lot higher than 26. While there are 2, 4, 6 knights, 8, 10, 11 knights actually coming around. There are more units from Byzantium that are getting out of his cities and moving towards the front line as quickly as possible. He lost a bunch over here actually attacking into the Mamluks of Arabia. And we're going to need to see if he does manage to get to the city of Cairo with the new ones. He definitely needs to get new ones. Like, definitely needs to get the new ones on the side of southwest to keep on the pressure on Arabia, get those supplies going. I do also notice Pico did manage to jump up more than 200 science. He's starting to make campus research projects so he can get competitive to recruit the next one. They started passing Galileo Galilei. It's going to be up to Gran Colombia if he actually wants to pick or pass next turn probably, because he does have 10 points a turn, while Cree is going to be the next one. Well, Cree is going to start losing cities here quite quickly, even if he's going to get the walls. I'm pretty sure his cities are going to start to be converted to Byzantine to the Byzantine religion, and that's just with the crusade ability and Creed not having actually one of his generals out. Ooh, that's gonna be a major problem here. He's trying to get more knights, trying to get more corsairs, definitely not on the same level as the Byzantine unit strength here. And that ancient wall, not gonna finish. Easy 200 gold, easy 200 gold. And look how these units are just getting deleted. Yeah. Again, the city of Cairo got converted and then converted back. Ooh, no. One of the crossbows got taken out. That is a problem. That is that is annoying, not a problem. That is kind of annoying. There are still 6, 7, 8 of these Arabian Mamluks. He keeps on building them and sending to the front line. Since Byzantium did send the other units to Cree here, that is going to take out another one of his opponent's cities. He didn't manage to take out a unit, so he didn't spread his religion yet. But again, Cree just doesn't have enough strength on any of his units to take on the knights of his opponent. With Ancient Walls coming up in Picto Kahana P-Win, there we go. They just... and they just got chopped over there. We do have Byzantium dealing massive economic damage to his opponents. We also do have Gran Colombia managing to get one turn away from military science that will allow him to actually upgrade his units into Llaneros, and he will need the gold here. Looks like he did manage to bank up on 881 gold, and especially since Byzantium that did manage to get so much gold from those trade routes, he's giving it away to his allies, so he has that those funds to upgrade from. I still think the fact that he's not taking the city of Sana might be a problem here, but I guess I do understand the crusade ability problem. We'll see next turn. We'll see if he actually takes it. These crossbows are in major danger here. He should actually just sacrifice the trebuchets if he wants to. Did manage to send a new few ones on the way, and I do see he keeps on building them. Did manage to also recruit Galileo Galilei. That means we do have Elizabeth I actually managing to get Isaac Newton for the extra library, extra university, and also managing to get the +2 on each university from then on. Very nice. More universities also coming up from Pika, finishing his archaeological museum and starting to get all of his universities up. We're going to need to see if he actually manages to get a few of those antiquity sites for his archaeologists. He's getting a few of these courses, but they're looking like to be more defensive courses against whatever Vilnius said than anything else. Yeah, another crossbow will die. The core! No! No! The destruction of Burikot's crossbow army is happening. Oh man. Yeah, kind of feels like major mistake that sending so many units to Cree instead of keeping already supplying the city of Sana. But anyway, it does seem like he's slowly getting back. Slowly. More traders getting pillaged over here. The gold per turn went down significantly. 0 on Saladin. We got only 46 on Wizold. He was like 100. You know, he's so much lower. I feel a huge payday is very close. It might be. Wait. Oh, huge payday? What is going on in the prediction? What did you choose? Oh, it's all 100. Oh my god, yeah. It's huge payday. A total amount of 2 points or 21 points? Lol. I think it's 2 points. Kick. Okay, Llaneros did get to start upgraded here. Gran Colombia does need to buy a few more tiles if he actually wants to get all of these out. And I'm pretty sure he does have the gold. Yeah, Pompey does have 663 gold. There shouldn't be a problem to actually buy more of these tiles and upgrade the Llaneros altogether. The Llaneros will start eating away the English troops, and even if we do have +3, well, the Commandant General is going to make the difference. England did not manage to put down one of his encampments and finish it. He does have one in Sheffield that is going to finish next turn, and of course he's going to need to get the projects for a general here. The next one is 60 points, and that's going to be Ethelfred. I don't think that many of these actually got picked up. Babylon did also manage to get Ibn Khaldun. This is going to be amazing on him because he does have a Colosseum and also quite a few of these amenities throughout his empire with his choice of going for the city parks. I do see his one turning also Temple of Artemis in the city of Mari, which at the moment only has like one. That's a one Temple of Artemis bonus. Well, he's gonna get the food, he's gonna get the housing, but he's not gonna get the amenities. Okay. Looks like Byzantium keeps on going towards the cities of Cree, put the city of Pictohana, Piwin into siege, and we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to start eating away the units of his opponent. Did not manage to get one of those generals with him, and by the looks of it, the Cree coursers might actually withstand this, and the knights. They cannot push back efficiently, but they can withstand quite a bit of damage. He needs to convert those cities. Okay, is that the... Yeah, that's a fort. Okay. Okay, what's going on here? So already... Oh my god, that knight got taken out so quickly. There was a knight here, there's no knight anymore. No more knight. And the Valeb is just going to get his horses one shot, and I'm pretty sure the city of Bristol is going to follow up next, and James of St. George is there, which will slow down significantly the Llaneros from taking it over. That doesn't mean that much. He could just keep on going and start pillaging these tiles, and since Valeb is going to need to put more production into his defensive units, he's not going to get to Sim anymore, which at the moment is a very big problem. The only Simmer is going to be Aramanis in the north, and he's also going to get poked a little bit. We do have Pompey with some of these Llaneros, and as you can see, the package shots on the side of Persia are managing to get enough damage on their side, but they're not going to get to push out, which does mean he's just going to need to sit over there and hold it. Okay, more units coming through. 74 against 73 here. Still, Garrison Commander is in the city of Sana, giving more defensive bonuses to Arabia. Even if he does have Crusade over him, that's still going to be only 2 points. Is he actually going to try to attack into the city center? Interesting. Or is he just pillaging? I think he's just pillaging, to be honest. Just getting as much gold as possible. We are also 4 turns away from getting the switch of the era. Pico is 7 points off from getting his golden age, while I do see Valeb is 2 points off from getting a golden. We do have Weazold getting 76-76. He's going to secure a heroic age. While Virgil S is Dark Age, Aramanis is going to be Dark Age. Still keeping Sana. Still not taking Sana. Wow, incredible. Okay. Well, more knights are going to be on the way. Another 5, 6 more units, not to mention more in the build queues, are going to join the fight. Byzantium did manage to get Trebuchet in the city of Mistahisipic, and will start actually getting the damage done on the encampment first by the looks of it. Does have also bombard upgrades. This is extremely important. He's 1 turn away from ballistics. If he does get ballistics, all of these knights are going to turn into cuirassiers, which are going to be super strong against whatever Kree has. Kree is barely getting his machinery next turn, and I'm pretty sure the city of Pictoha Piwin is going to slowly be taken down here. The knights are going to want to start pillaging all of these tiles so they can get the yields from them before they're actually going to go into this. And as you can see, he's pillaging so much. Couldn't take out units though to spread his religion around the Kree city, so he doesn't get crusade yet, and he doesn't have a general. What he does have is a city on the front line, which also can serve as a teleporting point for one of his generals. More arena coming out from those free units. There is a spy coming out from Nicaea, and I gotta say, where is the next general? Byzantium. He's on 1 general point a turn. He's on 33 out of 60, so he's not gonna get a general. Okay, well, Grand Colombian units are getting into the borders of England, where England did get a few pike and shots to defend himself. Well, pike and shots not gonna help that much. They're not gonna help. This is not even damage with the general bonus. This would be with the general bonus. 73 against the 72 piking shots. So the Llaneros are actually stronger right now than the piking shots. And if they do get like to wrap around it, they're also gonna be stronger. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, that is a big issue. Finally, we do have Byzantium cleaning up the army of Arabia. Only 5 of these Mamluks, 6 of these Mamluks are alive for him. And I do see they're trying to even buy them in the city of Baghdad over there and putting them onto the front line. Pillages, pillages, pillages. Pillage tactics. What is going on here? Gran Colombia started to get next to, again, pillaging everything that he could get onto the pathway. Before he attacks into a package shot, he does need to get the Llaneros as, how to say, as much as possible around each other, so he can add a lot more strength onto one of unit. And we do have this one, for example, that does have the plus, 6? Yeah, plus 6 strength from Jason Llaneros. He has 3 of them. It's plus 2 per each. He sent a few of his Llaneros towards the northeast, while Persia will need to actually upgrade a few more of these piking shots. There's only a single spearman here that would actually need the upgrade. Here, Lands of Byzantium still needs to actually punch through, upgraded his bombards from those trebuchets and got the ballistics upgrade. And now cuirassiers are also coming around from his knights, and as you can see, oh my god, 90 strength against the Mamluk 77. That is a problem. Now that is a problem. He will get to upgrade some of them, some of these knights into the city Mistahisipic, and I'm pretty sure the trebuchets are going to help him deal the damage against the encampments. He's pillaging everything he can, extracting the wealth out of the Empire of Kree here. Theater squares, archaeologists, okay, we got a few more factories coming in, also Machu Picchu and Mashkashapir, so it wasn't actually being built by, what was it, Kree? No, not Kree. Somebody put a city in the weird place. It was Nether? Yeah, Tarsus, okay. What are these doing here? Oh wow. Oh wow, there are 2 Llaneros that are getting through. Persia trying to catch them with the crossbows. New Llaneros coming through, oh my god, man. Gran Colombia, what is going on? He's actually managing to move, how to say, create some chaos in the defense of Persia here, and might actually drill through with some of his Llaneros. They're not gonna get stopped. They're just gonna pour through if they do manage to get 1 single inch of opening. Okay, there we go. That got taken out. The encampment, but I do see the knight moved out, and it needs to be taken out. I'm actually surprised he didn't take it out immediately. He needs to take that down so he can Spread the religion around. The crusade is gonna be super important. And that's a GG right there. Virgil is saying no more! No more!
may change
No more! They got the game. La Tribu de Fana with amazing attacks coming out from Theodora. Managed to get that +6 taxi straight. Also was ramping up to +8. Got a lot more technology than his opponent. Skipped his opponents at bay and damaged over there Arabia until he went down. We also did have the attack going on Cree over there, and we did have the Llaneros coming out from Gran Colombia. Extremely quick, fast game with the Rich Islands. I would have expected that. Honestly, I wouldn't have expected such a quick game. Let's see some post-game chat if we can, because Discord very iffy. Very iffy. Where are they going?
Il était en quoi votre espagnol en monu ou en pen and brush?
Oh non,
Broche, je pense.
Vas-y les gars.
GG well
Bien
played.
joué, Bourrico.
Ah, bien sûr, il s'est battu.
Ah putain, bah tu m'as bien défoncé surtout.
La petite fontaine que t'as posée là, c'était un peu ballsy.
Ouais, mais je m'attendais pas à ce t'arrives aussi vite. Moi j'étais là en mode ouais, on va se taper sur Chevalier quoi, tranquille.
Ouais, mais moi je voulais pas parce que ton chevalier il est pas mal quoi.
Ouais, mais oui, mais ton taxi 6 il est pas mal aussi, tu vois. Bon, moi je me
Ah, il
disais.
arrivait le plus 8 là. Il y avait le plus 8 qui arrivait et ta cap ça allait faire plus 10.
Non, non,
Ouais.
il arrivait pas le plus vite, hein. Je peux te dire qu'il y
Alors,
a
3
il y a
tours.
encore il y avait encore du temps. Hein.
Mais vous avez bien joué sur le taxis parce que il était pas si évident en setup sur le. Enfin, aussi vite quoi, parce qu'ils étaient pas si proches que ça.
Non,
Enfin,
c'était
l'Espagne
pas
ça
très
va.
bien, en fait. Tiens, on avait dit
Ouais.
faut faire une religion pour moi. Et...
Très bien, t'as eu un général sur un bon timing, là où moi j'ai voulu poser des campus avant mon général.
Ouais, c'est ça. Et du coup, le fait que j'ai vu que ton campagne était super late, je me suis dit si je t'empêche d'avoir le général, c'est dingue.
Ouais,
Au final, tu l'as quand même
pas
eu,
joué-
j'aurais pu le deny quoi, mais je sais pas.
ouais. Ça s'est joué à 2 tours mon campement. En fait, je fais un chevalier au lieu de faire 2 projets parce que je suis un peu dans la merde. Et bon, en fait, tout part d'une ville de trop, je pense, un jardin de trop.
Jardin plus que t'as payé, ouais, ça c'était.
Jardin que j'ai pas eu, ouais, j'ai pas eu un de prod de mon jardin. Bon, ça m'arrive à toutes les games, mais en même temps j'ai l'habitude. Mais du coup, trop. Enfin, j'étais trop pas respecté quoi. Je pensais vraiment, j'étais vraiment.
Super fort, mais si t'es setup. Mais genre là, t'étais pas encore setup et du coup c'était.
Ouais, exactement, ouais. En fait, et puis du coup, j'ai pas respecté parce que je me suis dit, toi, tu vas aussi essayer de te setup. Parce que toi aussi, t'as essayé de faire de setup. Et au final, toi, t'as fait un truc bien, juste 4 poneys, un général, un taxis +2, et t'es venu sur moi. Et après, bon, ça
J'ai
scale.
mis croisade et du coup après avec tout ça, il y avait trop de bonus.
Ouais,
Petite question,
exactement.
vous avez acheté un colon pour toi en early, non?
Même pas. Ah ouais, la vache.
Non, je fais un BO un peu. J'aime bien avec Arabi faire des BO un peu comme ça quand. Je sais plus pourquoi. J'ai eu 10 2 fois dans une hutte, du coup j'ai eu colonie assez vite. Du coup, j'ai renvoyé un colon.
Ouais, j'étais sur ton. Ouais, mais par contre, ton campus au début, tu me vois arriver, mon guerrier. Faut que vous fassiez un truc. Hein.
Ouais, mais on n'a pas de gold, on n'a rien. Du coup, vu que mon colon sort, je suis
colon.
obligé de. Mon guerrier, je suis obligé de le garder pour escorter le colon,
Ouais,
parce
mais
que
peut-être,
mieux
du coup,
vaut.
Tu sors un scout avant le colon, tu vois, pour bloquer. En fait, tu te mets sur la place de Gouv là, et je peux pas piller ton. Mais du coup, tu vois, j'ai quand même croisade et j'ai quand même Choral. Je pense que tu voulais Choral.
Je voulais Coral, mais c'est pas de. Enfin, tu vois,
Ouais, mais
ça
moi,
me-
sans Choral, c'est pas la même game.
moi, sans Coral, c'est pas la même, ouais. Ouais, t'as raison, mais après, je sais pas si dealer le colon pour faire un frondeur pour pas me faire. Enfin, est-ce que vraiment c'est worth parce que c'est un
Bah,
colon
du
qui
coup, j'ai eu ma religion que je voulais, tu vois.
Ouais, c'est vrai. C'est vrai. Ça se discute. Moi, sur le moment, je me suis dit, je me fais piller le truc, c'est pas grave. 4ème colon, c'est big, tu sais, ça me.
Ah, ok. Ouais,
C'est
les
un
deux,
bon
c'est bien, mais
colon,
du coup, ouais, le fait que tu me deny pas, parce qu'en fait, t'avais tellement
Ouais.
de points que moi, j'étais sûr de pas l'avoir.
Ouais,
En fait,
bah oui,
tu
Arabi, j'ai plus
Tu l'as
un
pris 2
point.
tours avant moi, j'ai quand même projeté, tu l'as pris 2 tours avant et j'ai quand même pu faire la région que je
Ouais.
voulais. Et...
Ouais, carrément.
Tu vois, ça se discute en effet.
Ouais, c'est sûr, mais je pense que Warketic, pour ton plan de jeu, ça aurait pas été si mauvais, hein. Tu vois, moi, je me serais
Ouais,
pas
le
dit dans
prix,
ma tête que.
Ton spawn était horrible. T'as pas d'eau douce quoi, c'est dévastateur.
Moi?
Ouais.
Non, mais c'est.
Quand j'ai vu ta B2, je me suis dit, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé pour la poser là, quoi.
Bah ouais, je savais pas où la poser.
Ah ouais, y a rien. Hein.
Il y a vraiment. J'ai rarement vu un land aussi mauvais.
Et en plus, mon scout en early, il t'a cassé les couilles.
Ouais,
Oh.
non, bien joué le scout en vrai, mais on n'avait pas les golds pour.
Ouais, il y avait des problèmes de gold chez vous.
Bah,
Tous,
bah
allez.
non, mais c'est l'early quoi, il y avait beaucoup de trucs à faire et. Du coup, j'ai prendre mon frondeur et. Ça va faire trop de temps ça. En fait, la route que tu pilles.
En plus, ouais.
J'ai pas pu mettre le frondeur dessus, j'ai failli le mettre.
En fait, t'es zoc avec mon scout.
De quoi?
Quand t'as avancé le frondeur en premier, ça t'a la zoc le frondeur sur le scout.
Je crois. Non, je crois pas. Ça l'a pas tapé. T'as remis ton.
Non, ça l'a pas tapé, mais tu t'es zoc le mouvement, du coup tu pouvais plus te déplacer. Tu pouvais juste taper à distance, mais tu pouvais pas te déplacer.
J'aurais pu me déplacer, c'est là où il y avait le
Ah bon
négociant.
Ok.
Mais j'ai juste pas. Enfin, je le crois. Enfin, en tout cas, t'es arrivé avant que je puisse voir, mais.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. We're gonna be looking forward to see what kind of game we're gonna have to manage if we're gonna find one. We're also getting all of the settings done over there in the CWC, slowly getting our engines moving, and we're gonna need to see what's happening in the next few weeks. Have a great evening, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. Much appreciated for the follows. Thank you so much for the subscriptions, and of course your support, ongoing support on the channel. I do keep all of my schedule on my Discord, so if you do want to take a look at when the next game, when I am gonna find out about the next game, I'm gonna message over there on Discord. I also do some follow-up messages if there are some things happening, like a delay, or like it was today, for example, 30 minutes earlier, and so on and so forth. Have a great one, have a great Saturday evening, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye.